Wonder Woman. Wonder Woman. Wonder Woman. Remember that theme?
No.
What? You know?
No.
The Wonder Woman, the shitty show that came out like in the 80s.
Ah.
Come on.
You come on.
No, you
You
come
come
on.
on this
Come
podcast.
on. Oh, shit.
Poor. Very poor.
Welcome to the podcast.
I'm embarrassed.
Blueberries Podcast, episode number 45, 46, 45.
Sure.
Sure, why not, man? Hey, whatever you
We're
want.
like one more from fucking Gorecast, and I just can't fucking wait to destroy that podcast.
It's okay. I'm going to be making one every
Day.
be short podcasts, but they're going to happen. Is it 48? Yeah, we're at 45, bitch.
Hell yeah. I'm Adrian.
Yep.
Got Gore here. Got David here. The usuals.
For some reason.
For some reason.
David's still here.
We got a little bit to talk about. Nothing too much. We got our God of War Games Gone By segment at the end.
And our announcement of next month's game.
Oh, yeah.
So we're going to hear that. Set up
We're
stuff.
gonna hear it.
Yeah, we're going to hear it.
Oh, you're going to hear it all right.
He's going to make this out like it's going to... Is this something that we know, like we've heard of or no?
I almost assure you've never heard of it. Gore, maybe.
So why are you super hyped up? Like, as if like, oh, it's gonna be a good reaction. Oh, I'm gonna get these guys. Oh, it's a name that is.
No,
whatever.
I was
Mario.
genuinely excited to play it.
Yeah, I know,
I
but
am
you're
really excited
but
to
it's
play
like
it.
some Japanese game. We're gonna be like, oh, all right, what is
No,
that?
it's not a Japanese game.
Oh, whatever the hell you
It's
fucking.
a
think it is.
JRPG, but it's not Japanese.
Yeah.
The J means something else.
I hope it's some game that David actually made on his own. He's just been waiting for people to
You
actually.
made an RPG maker.
Yeah, that's
I
why.
mean,
That's why
it
it's
does
free.
involve RPG Maker.
Yeah, so we got that. Got a little bit of news. Nothing too much.
It involves RPG maker.
Yeah, it is an RPG Maker game.
You need to untangle that fucking cord, dude.
I'm working on it.
No, like before like what the hell is that? Look at that.
To be
I'm
fair,
buying a new
Adrian,
one
you also
soon,
need
don't
a
worry
backup
about it.
microphone.
No.
No,
My
yes.
my levels get kind of weird though, because then sometimes I back away too far and I just don't talk that loud, so I gotta bump myself up.
Yeah.
So
Or
know.
you can like blast the audio out completely. Either one.
No.
You can blast it out.
Yeah, you know what? You can get closer actually. Yeah.
Right here.
Now yell.
No. that was the Mega 64 podcast episode number 22. Shout out to anyone if ever anyone knows
What,
that.
Binders? I remember Binders.
No, that
Yeah,
was
no, Derek screamed. And people
I
got
don't know
really
what
upset.
the fuck their audio was with that night. That was when I would download the podcast the second they went up, which would be like literally like 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock in the morning. And I would download those, and I don't know what happened to their audio, but their audio was like the worst level thing I've ever heard. Like, and I've seen some shitty YouTube videos, but it would just crack. Like, it peaked hard. Like, if you even like had a pop, it would peak. But I forget at some point they acknowledged this. And Derek, being Derek who he was back in like 2007,
Just scream.
it just
microphone.
screamed into the mic. And I swear to God, I had headphones, and it was, ooh, and I just sat there. They did it again like 5 or 10 minutes later, and so the rest of the podcast, I sat with my like holding the earbuds out away from my ear, so I
Right.
could just hear it, but not have to deal with the screen.
Right.
And they had so many complaints for years and years and years. They've had complaints about that. And I remember like in the next episode, some guy's like, "Hey, if you guys want, I can balance the audio for you." And Rock was like, "No, it's art. It's art. Why would you mess with art?"
It's art. Well, anyway, I was talking about the Binders one. That one's crazy. I don't even know what. Have you ever seen that one?
I think I probably have. I'm not.
It has nothing to do with Binders. It's just because they were talking about the Mitt Romney binder thing that
Right.
went on for a little bit, and like Rocco does this thing like binders, and it just. And then with you screaming, Ron Paul, and there's somebody else there that gets freaked out, and you see them run out of the room, and the camera just zooms in on her, just like by the doorway, looking like it's just
So,
like, as they're all screaming. Look
at,
that up.
that rem-
Binders.
that
Look at Mega
reminds me-
64 Binders.
That reminds me of this last week at this Smash tournament, Genesis 7. one guy popped off, and because he was one, because super excited, so he jumped up and started like swinging. He's like, "Yeah!" And you see a guy. I had to retweet. I don't know if you saw it. There's see one guy in the crowd that happened to get up at the same time. He was in the front row walking by, and that guy starts swinging right next to him. And you see the guy get freaked out and just start backing up as if he was about to get fucking fought.
Yeah.
And then the guy saw his own thing. And he's like, "I was scared for my life." All right. Let's just jump into it. David, what did you play this week?
I played some more Devil May Cry 5, trying to get that game finished up. But I haven't really been in the mood for an action title, so it's been kind of a struggle to finish that. But I will get to it eventually.
Okay.
I've been playing a lot more Final Fantasy 14. Still fucking loving the hell out of that. And I've been playing another game, which ties into what I picked up. The House of Fata Morgana. Visual novel game. Strict visual novel. You almost have no fucking choices in the game.
Why not just read?
Yeah.
No, I'm asking you. Why not just read?
I mean, I have a lot of books, too. I have...
When's the last time you read a book?
A couple weeks ago.
When you played that game.
All right. And what was that game again? So I'm trying to write down
the House of Fata Morgana.
Yeah, it was a limited run game.
Yep. Which I'll go into more...
I heard it's actually a good visual novel.
It's fucking great, honestly. I was not expecting...
fucking great.
You know what? You sound a little bit too much into yourself. I'm going to not watch it now.
Yeah, it's probably going to be terrible. Watch it. Read it. Hey, no, I'm sorry, go ahead.
But no, I wasn't expecting to like it as much as I did. But now I'm really kicking myself for not just biting the bullet and getting the collector's edition. Super, super fucking dark story. The whole premise of it is you wake up in this mansion and you're trying to kind of figure out who you are. And you kind of hop through time through the course of a century to kind of go through this family's lineage to figure out where you kind of fit in it.
Sounds like What Remains of Edith Finch.
Don't talk about your impressions of it.
I haven't played it yet, to be fair. So. Sounds interesting.
But and what's kind of interesting about it is that it has a very distinct art style. It reminds me a lot of like Kaneko's artwork from the older Shin Megami Tensei games. It's got this very kind of like porcelain aesthetic to it, and it's just the right amount of kind of like human but kind of unsettling human looking. And even the music is done where even the kind of more happy and chipper tunes that kind of play in the background are kind of downshifted just in certain spots to where it's like something doesn't feel right with it. It has a great sense of just uneasy atmosphere to it. And I'm about 4 hours in right now, and goddamn, such a great fucking story.
Sounds good.
What else?
Good.
Those are the three things I've been playing.
All right, Gore.
All right, well, I played God of War, obviously. We'll be talking about that.
I like what you and I are crunching to finish the game, because I don't know where I'll just see.
Well, I knew I only had a
God
couple hours. I'm sorry, go ahead.
You have one friend playing God of War. I'm like, I wonder.
Yeah, I saw you guys playing that when I was off last night.
Yeah, well, I was going to finish it yesterday, but I knew I was at the end. I wanted to finish the rest today, because I was getting tired yesterday. I didn't want to finish it while I was tired. So I was just like, all right, I'll wait. I still have some stuff to do. Like there's, I think 2 favors I still have to do.
Are you
Besides that, yeah, definitely. I left off at a favor that is intriguing, so I want to do.
We'll get to that later in the podcast.
Later, but I got that done finally. It's gone. The best game of 2018. Bye. Yeah, game's gone. Bye.
It's a game that has gone.
That's our segment. That is our segment. But besides that, I also played Donut County.
Oh no, I was actually gonna start that soon.
It's pretty fun. I'm gonna say right here, and I don't know if this is like a controversial thing to say. I don't know.
I like games. I'm a gamer.
Video games are cool, but no, I hate video games. But no. This probably could be controversial, but I think the writing is really lame in them. I think the humor is almost intolerable at times.
I was looking at that game to start next, actually. Like one of my next couple.
First I was like, it's kind of cute, it's right? It's like a bunch of raccoons and stuff, but it's a raccoon. He makes holes. I don't know. It's silly. It's stupid shit. But it's just like I don't know.
I watched
I
a
don't like
Let's Play of it, and based on kind of what I saw in there, it definitely felt like a game that had a really good message, but stretched it out way too long.
See, I didn't even get a message. The message is "Don't be a dick." Like that's pretty much.
Essentially.
You should play
Yeah,
Goose Game then.
Spoilers.
Be
The
a
message
dick.
is pretty much "Don't be a dick." Yeah. Well, Goose Game, be a dick.
Goose Game is their fucking peace was never an option, but
Peace was never. Goose Game is a better war movie than 1917. Think about it. It's not a movie though. Doesn't work.
good talk.
You're welcome. Anyway, yeah, no.
Did you beat
besides that, the game is really good. Don't get me wrong, but I wanted to skip through almost all that dialogue. It was like,
did you beat it?
yeah, I beat it. It's like an hour and a half, so it's quick. It's fun. Even though I don't like the dialogue and the humor, there are a couple of things I find fun in like some of the not interactions, but like the whole time you're playing, you're like trying to level up your character, and it's funny, but they go too far with it. I don't know. The dialogue.
I
the
might play
dialogue
that
is
this
like,
week. And
I would say mixed bag, but I'd say like 90% of it wasn't funny and 10% got me here and there. But so it's not a mixed bag.
I might end up playing that then because it sounds
it's fun.
interesting still.
Oh yeah, it's fun.
You
Yeah, the
probably
gameplay
dig
is
it.
great. Just like the whole making the whole bigger. It's like Katamari Damacy in a way where you're just like getting small things and your thing gets bigger. So that
Nice.
sounds weird, but anyway, I also play the Somnium Files, of course.
Still
Like
playing
I'm getting through that slowly. Like it's gonna be like a slow thing. I play like an hour every other day or something like that. But yeah, no, it's to the point where it's definitely from the creator of 999, where I'm already like I want to go to a different route now because shit is bad. It's just like
Nice.
it got to a point where I'm like, oh shit, all right. So yeah, it's real good. It's real good. I don't know. Again, I'm only a few hours in, so I can't say if I like it better yet. But right now, it's good. It's good. I like all the characters too. I don't know. Some of the pervy shit though, is a little weird.
Oh, they come back.
But it's not even him. The character, the main character. This doesn't bother me almost at all. I just like I bring it up because I know some people probably find it weird. But just like randomly, like you'll get like a low camera shot of like one of the female characters, and they were in a skirt. So you're like, "Hey, there you go." I'm like, "Thanks, thank you." I like it, I guess. Anime.
I don't care. I don't care for any of that, but as long as it's like not that much. It's like,
I mean, Zero. Every 999 game had that, bro. So like,
Yeah,
to the point in Zero Escape, Virtue's Last Reward, he had a girl that the only reason why I didn't see her tits was just because she wore a necklace. So like, all right, like okay, damn. But yeah, I mean that's Japanese like to over sexualize their characters. I don't know, they do.
Yeah, it just kind of comes with the territory of weep shit.
Yeah, and like over here, all of our action heroes look like The Rock. So, like Doom Guy. You know, and thank God for it. Salute to. Now I'm not saluting America. I'm saluting Doom Guy.
Salute to Doom Guy. You've done your duty.
But please keep doing it. Anyway.
all right. Anything else?
I play. What else I play? I played more Dragon Ball Z Kakarot. It's getting fun. I said last week I could see it getting fun. It's fun.
That's good. So I'm not going to talk about this in my what we bought, but I had a sale for for Kakarot. Guy like was postponing, and I'm like, I'm not gonna sit in my car for like longer than half an hour, and I did. I'm like, okay, so I'm good. There's one guy that still wants to buy it. I'm like, I'm just tempted to keep it now. I'm like, I just really want to play it now. I'm hearing that it's a good like because I haven't played all those Dragon Ball games, so
Did you ever watch Dragon Ball Z?
Yeah, a bit. It's been a long time, so I'm not sure if this is a good refresher or if it's like I need to have that knowledge.
It's a good refresher. No, definitely. I would actually recommend that if you've never watched it. From everything I've seen, I mean, Gore, correct me if I'm wrong, but basically the game just goes over the entire story of Z.
It does, but it does it in a way where like it's there's no flair
filler.
to it.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
There's no filler, to be fair. You're right, but I mean, I guess there could be if you want to roam around for about 3 hours before the next mission, but that's up to you. Which you should do sometimes, because some side missions become inactive later if you cross a certain point in the story.
I hate that stuff.
I hate that too, but the game does tell you when it does. Like when you get to this mission, make sure you finish this because it does tell you. But what was I saying? Oh yeah, it's just there's no flair. Like characters will stand there and talk to each other, which is kind of like the anime, but there'd be a little bit more to the anime than just like a kind of crappy looking CG.
No, that's fine, but
3D
it
character
is.
model.
I hear the one of the complaints is that it's just the same stories like regurgitated over and over again. But me being not having played all that, it's fine with me, I guess.
Yeah. Where you've never
Every
really
time.
kind of got into Dragon Ball Z before, honestly, I'd say is probably the best way to get into it. Because that's why I skipped out on it. It's like, oh, I've watched the anime several times. I've watched the remake of the anime once. I played a billion fucking Dragon Ball Z games. It's more of the same shit. Got it. I don't need to fucking play this. So for you, it would actually be a really great entry point.
Yeah, I've been tempted
also,
to keep it, so I'll probably end up keeping it.
It's way different than a lot of the other ones because even like Budokai 3 had kind of like an open world kind of thing, but it was more like a hub world, more so than like an actual open world. Here it's like it's an open world game. It's more sections, but it feels like an open world. Like you're traveling between.
Is it kind of God of War where God of War is an open world, but it didn't really feel like.
Well, God of War is more like a kind of like how the new Tomb Raider games are open world games. They're not really, but I would say it's more like Borderlands. I said that before, but it's like Borderlands, where Borderlands is like a big chunk, and then you go to the next area, and then it's a big chunk, and you just keep going. It's not like a giant world like Fallout. It's like
Okay.
I'll
probably keep it. It sounded
little
pretty good.
worlds to make a big world, I guess. I don't know. There's a lot of loading screens, is what I'm trying to say. That's why it doesn't feel like an open world, I guess. But it's kind of cool because you just get like a big part here, and you see all the like dinosaurs flying around and shit. And then you can go to the city, and it's a city.
Okay. Yeah,
they're all varied, which I like. It's not like, dude, here's a big land. Here's
because I could totally have seen that just being like the Dragon Ball like wasteland, where it's just like mountains and that kind of range.
Yeah.
Everyone knows exactly what range I'm talking about when you see.
Yeah, of course. I mean, Death Stranding.
I was hoping it wouldn't just be just that, because they could have easily just cheapened out and done that, but.
There's plenty to do. Like, there's a lot of collectibles. They have orbs, kind of like Crackdown or wherever you can collect. But there's also like characters you could talk to, do side missions. There's things to do.
Yeah. Okay.
There are random encounters, though, I will say, and it's not random encounter. It's like Persona kind of. But they keep popping up, and they'll be like chasing you, and you can get away from them if you want. But it's kind of like Persona or Dragon Quest, where they'll just like pop up out of nowhere in the map. Mm-hmm. And then your character, whoever you're playing, will be like, "Oh, this guy wants to fight," and you can like run away.
Okay. Yeah, that's fine with me.
And then you get into a battle.
That sounds cool.
Mode. So, not like Pokemon.
Glad it's getting fun, Gore.
It's it's fun, and now I'm gonna play more because I'm besides a little bit of God of War.
How long did it take you to get into the fun part?
About 5 hours, I'd say.
I mean,
no, that's not true. Pretty much right after we're done recording, I played more and it got fun. But I'm 5 hours in now, and it's like it's fun. It's at this is the fun level. It's like it's a little bit above fun. It's pretty fun. Before it was below fun because I didn't know what to do. There's a lot of shit in that game though. I also played Doom. Just shout out to Doom. I started
for whatever
Doom.
reason, you were just like.
No,
not for whatever reason, but you know what I'm saying. Like you were just like, I need to play Doom right now.
Yeah, I just got.
You know what? And not like in a bad way, but this whole week I've just been craving Red Dead, dude. I just really, Dave's like, I heard Red Dead. I'm not gonna listen to it.
Go anime girls, I'm leaving.
Dude, I don't know why. I've been watching a bunch of Red Dead videos lately. I'm just like, can't get that out of my head. And watching a bunch of cutscenes again with Arthur Morgan.
Yeah. Watched earlier today. I watched a bunch of reactions to the not the actual. Well, he's gone now, so spoilers for Red Dead. The ending, not the real ending, but the ending.
The ending of the.
What I consider the
main
actual
section
ending. Everything else is
the
epilogue. The epilogue has an ending too, but
yeah, I know what you're talking about.
I watched a reaction to that. Like, someone did like a top 10 reactions. It's a little weird, but I just watched that whole thing. I was like, yeah, it's a good game. Dude, there was one guy fucking crying.
Dude, I appreciated when I watched it, but I didn't fully take it until recently. That scene with him and the nun. Oh yeah. The last scene of that, dude. Yeah. That I think I mentioned it last week too, or maybe the week prior. But that scene alone, like, wins him best character. That's one of the most incredible scenes that I've seen in a video game.
Yeah, me too.
Performance in there, the voice, even the facial, was like Jesus. That was so well done. And then the unicorns popped up.
Yeah, and that was really weird when that happened. and he rode one into the sun. What's up, man?
You could be talking about something legitimate. It's video games. You never fucking know.
Red Dead Redemption 2.
Anything else about Doom you want to talk about?
It is really fun to take all the stuff you've earned from your previous playthrough and then go back into the beginning and just fucking destroy everybody with all the guns you got and all the upgrades. Right at this point, I have like pretty much infinite ammo for all my guns, so I just go around fucking destroying everybody, and I'm just like, woo!
You know what? It's so awesome hearing people say that Doom Eternal might be a game of the year contender when it's like, yo, Last of Us 2. Cyberpunk, Final Fantasy. We have Halo at the end of the year too.
Halo,
and then everyone's like, Doom has a good shot, dude.
Yep. If Doom came out last year, I think it would have probably won. From what I'm hearing, it probably won. Oh, yeah. It doesn't matter if it did come out last year, the time it was going to. The Game Awards wouldn't have accepted it anyway. Yeah. Because it would have been after the cutoff date. So it was like a week after the cutoff date.
Doom guy just used a chainsaw to come in and said, "Nah, I'm here."
Nah, I'm here, brother. But everybody else would have.
I'm like 99% sure that's going to be one of my February games to play.
Oh, yeah. It better be.
Anything else?
Better be. I'm playing it. I mean, we're not doing games I'm going to buy for it, but I'm playing it anyway.
Unfortunately.
So shit. Yeah, unfortunately.
You and I will just do one. Fuck it.
Yeah, there you go.
I'm going to be getting it too. What the fuck, guys?
No, Doom 2016.
Yeah, I'll be playing it too because I want to refresh myself for the new one.
Let's do it.
Yeah, let's do it. Fuck it. Fuck it. It doesn't have to be an official one.
We're just going to play one.
Yeah, if we're all going to play it anyway, fuck it. We'll probably do that. Yeah, fuck it.
It'll be a bonus episode or something.
We have a couple bonus episodes. I am talking to Gore about a bonus episode we're going to do soon.
Oh, yeah.
We're sorting it out.
You're not allowed to... Don't ask questions.
But it's what I do.
No, it isn't. Shut up.
Yeah,
anything else, Gore?
No.
Can't tell you.
Why can't you tell me?
It's a secret from you.
Why is it a secret from me? What the fuck did I do?
Because we're going to come to your house and beat your ass.
That's a good one.
I'd fucking like to see you try.
People come by.
Anything else?
I forgot we're still doing it. No, that's it. I'm surprised I played that much, considering I played about 20 hours of God of War in the last week.
Right. Yeah, we pretty much played from the beginning to the end of this game.
Yeah, like I played about 10 hours before that. It was pretty much just me catching up to where I was before, and then I went back and
curious and just still, it's not gonna be part of the episode because I don't want to dwell on that. Where did you get to it your first time?
All right, well, all right. This is.
Or do you want to wait? Let's save it then.
No, it's not. It's not spoiler. It's when you get the arrow that can blow up the things.
Okay.
Yeah, it was a little bit after that.
Oh, so you still had a good chunk afterwards too.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't know. It felt like I was like almost 20 hours into that game, which I think I was. I did a lot of the side shit, but I take my game slow, baby. Yeah. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Anyway, so I played What the Golf. That was because I kept hearing about that game and it sounded fucking out of nowhere. Yeah, especially at the Game Awards. Playing it through the Apple Arcade. I'm trying to knock out a bunch of Apple Arcade stuff. And that was fun. That was super fun. You think it gets weird. It gets more weird than you think it does. Like,
okay.
Right away, like, for example, like, there's, like, it's not really blowing up the spot too much, but, like, the first, like, maybe 2 putts are like, all right, it's a golf game. 3rd putt, you swing, but your character flies instead. And then from then, it just gets fucking, there's like, it gets weird. It gets really weird, but, it's, I don't know if it's available for you guys, because it's on iOS. It will be on Switch sometime this year.
Right,
which is why
I'll probably just wait then.
Yeah, which is why I was going to talk more about it, but I don't want to because there's a lot of really cool surprises in that game that I played 6 hours to get 100%. And I did that like almost all in one go. Like I played it like one time. I was like, I need to finish God of War, and I was like, that can wait. I need to fucking play more What the Golf because it was just getting fucking weird. And then every level, there's like I don't know how many holes, but then like each hole has like 2 extra missions on it, where one might be like, get it under par, or do it or this, or do some weird quirky thing with it. Then the other one's like for sure a quirky thing with it. But super fun. I had way more fun than I expected with that game. Let me see. Did I play? No, I finished that beforehand. Then I just finished God of War. I've been playing a little more Hypnospace Outlaw, but I couldn't put that much time into it because I really had to finish God of War.
Right.
I will say, playing Red Dead and God of War back to back, not necessarily for like quality or what I like more. We're just really hard to do because, goddamn, I'm like tapped out of like emotionally drawn out games right now. I'm just like that's why I had to fucking divert to what the golf. I was like, I need to fucking divert right now because both are pretty context heavy games.
You know what would be a great game to play right after that?
Last of Us.
This emotion. No, Doom, maybe it's just fucking emotion. Fuck that.
I might do Doom.
I see a giant floating ball demon. I'm gonna go rip its tongue out.
See, I might do that. Also, it's like I'm also kind of gore tapped out too. Not you.
Why not? Why?
Oh, because we're sick of you. Get out of here.
Oh, fuck you.
No.
You're like your name isn't something that is beautiful and delicious. Gore.
What?
What?
Who said that? I'm gonna do Doom. I need to finish. I'm gonna try my hardest because next week is gonna be our 2019 Game of the Year stuff. I'm gonna try my goddamn hardest to finish Control and Resident Evil 2. Sekiro, I'm not gonna have time for.
No, Sekiro don't even.
I gotta out that, and next year, if I play it sometime, I will play this sometime this year. But I'll shout outs next year. I'll give you a shout out Sekiro. But I have time for Control and Resident Evil 2, maybe. Resident Evil 2 for sure. I can knock out.
You can just play Resident Evil 2 once. You don't need to do it twice.
I really want to.
Yeah, well, if you don't need to, if you don't have time, is what I'm saying.
Mm-hmm.
Control is like 20 hours long though. If you do like
fucking okay.
Well, I guess you could just go through it. But you're gonna want to get some of the collectibles.
Because they said the main story was 11 hours, so I was kind of like, I can do that.
Well, how much is the extra stuff?
Main plus extras is 16 and a half.
Okay.
Completion is 24.
I got about 10 hours in, and I was only on chapter 5, and I think there's 9.
You take your fucking sweet time, though.
I do take my sweet time. There was one time where I spent maybe 10 minutes just walking around an environment because it looked really nice. So I knew I was going to just be there for like a good hour of the game because that was like my next objective to go to this place. But I was like, yo, this place looks sick. And I'm just like...
See, I can't do that now. I'm like, well, there's sometimes I will take my time to it.
I did that about 5... No, but about like 10 times in God of War.
Like spoilers, not really spoilers, but for what happened in God of War was I was running down on time. It was like 9:00 yesterday, and I am like at the end. I know I'm at the end, but I'm doing a lot of side missions to knock some stuff out. I'm like, I need to get done with this game though, because I'm not gonna have any time. I'm gonna have like maybe an hour and a half tomorrow. So I do the mission where it's like, hey, you go to this realm now. So I go to that realm, and it's the one where it's like the fog can kind of knock you down.
Yeah.
I ran through it. And he's like, hey, collect 500 of these. I ran up there, died once. I'm like, no, I'm good. I ran back. I gotta skip it. I'm sorry. I gotta move on.
Yeah, I didn't get to that realm yet.
Yeah, there's a lot of
That's
extra
one
stuff.
of the extra things I gotta do.
Yeah, there's one extra one, and we'll talk about the rest. But yeah, no, the game's out. If I have to run through, I'm like, I need to go. I need to finish this.
There's a lot of stuff in God of War. Like there's whole realms to explore that aren't even a part of the story.
You can play the main game and be done in like 10 hours, if that.
I don't know.
If you just brush through it.
I think probably longer than that because the main story goes on for a pretty.
I just felt we'll talk about it. I'll save all that.
I'd say probably 15.
Maybe, yeah. And then yeah, no, I want to knock out Hypnospace as well this weekend too. So I'm gonna be busy with that. And then I don't even think I did the Overwatch skin for this last week. I might have missed it.
Who cares?
I need to do the one. I want to get that somber one though.
I do need to. I want to play more God. I do want to play more God of War. I want to play more Call. What the fuck? Dragon Ball Z is what I'm trying to say. I was about to say Call of Duty. What the fuck's wrong with me? Call of Duty
game, whatever.
Yeah, Call of Duty Kakarot, whatever. But I do want to start DMC. I really want to start. I mean, I already played the first 5 missions. Where are you going?
My heater's on. I got to turn it down a little bit.
I started talking about some Japanese shit, and you just walk away. But no, I to be fair, I started it last year, but it's another game where I'm like, I got like a good chunk of the way through, and then I wait a year or two to play it again. I'm like, I got to start over. But yeah, so I want to do that. So I might start that this week, or maybe I'll start. Overwatch. Maybe I'll start this stupid ass game that he's gonna pick later today.
I mean, like I said, my game is a short game. It's like 7 hours, so.
Undertale.
No.
Made an RPG Maker.
All right. Yeah, that's all I played.
Yep.
A little bit more grindstone, but good times. Gore.
Yeah.
What'd you get?
I got a lot of stuff. David, how much did you get?
I only got a couple things.
All right,
Last week, David's like, "Oh, get ready for the onslaught, baby."
Dude, my packages have been fucking
Slutty.
crawling to my house. I'm pissed.
Slutty packages. Hey, go ahead. You go.
So yeah, I'll go first then. So digitally, they finally released the Warcraft 3 remaster.
I heard shit.
That's
all laughing about.
I still have the original. I don't give a fuck. But
yeah, you paid money.
I'll try it out this weekend because I'm curious. Warcraft 3 is one of my favorite RTSs, so be curious to see how it is. Then for physical stuff, a bunch of stuff for Limited Run and Play Asia came in. Got my breast cancer awareness Sega Genesis
I really
control.
wanted to get that too. What's the quality like?
It's actually really fucking good. I tested it out for a little bit. Buttons are hyper responsive. It feels really good in the hand. Basically, just use the original. It was
licensed by Sega too, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, I should have got that.
So yeah, really good fucking controller. Then, as I showed off earlier, I got the limited run for the House of Fata Morgana. I kick myself for not getting the collector's edition of this because when they did the...
Oh yeah, show me.
I wish I would have done that, but also I realized I never show off the trading cards when I get these, so I figured I gotta just start showing those off. But when they did the collector's edition, because I got it as part of like their big blowout sale, I wanted to get it, but I was looking at it and I was like, it's $70. I don't know, but it had a 6-disc soundtrack and an art book, and I'm like, I'm a sucker for that kind of stuff. Now I think I'll pass on this game. And then that sold out, but then they put the regular edition up for for $40. And I'm like, I could have just paid $30 more and gotten all that shit for it. Fuck. But no, I've been absolutely loving that game. And then the last thing I got was from PlayAsia, which was the Atelier Dusk trilogy. We got the physical version for that, and it actually came with a nice little bonus of coming with a little keychain.
It's so weird.
It's literally just a miniature version of the game case that holds the cartridge.
Are you gonna open it? Open this.
Yeah,
open the back. I want you to
not
the back.
opening it. No, I'm not opening it.
You just talk about you always opening this shit.
I'm keeping it sealed. To throw my glass cabinet, I'm just going to keep it sealed.
This is coming from the guy that was really upset that Limited Run had the old like Star Wars games with the...
Because you're like, man, I just opened that shit.
I want to open it.
Yeah, because I want to play that shit.
Why?
But this is
Like, you play old fucking
What are you
Game
going to
Boy
keep
games.
that sealed for? Like, what does that matter?
You're dumb, son. Go get the old game and then keep the fucking nice one in its package.
No, because the whole point of getting them is because it's cheaper
it's
than
a
getting the old game
collectible.
in some of those.
It's a collectible.
Oh, fuck you, it's a collectible.
No, fuck you. It's
That's the whole reason why I got
games. You think anybody actually
Metalstorm.
plays these
Metalstorm completed box is like fucking over $300.
Yeah, you know what the reason? You know what the reason for having a keychain is to fucking clip it to shit, not just fucking put it in a cabinet.
I don't bother with keychains personally because I break them all the fucking time. It was a part. It came as a fucking pre-order bonus. That's why I got it.
I don't want it.
No, fuck that, because I can throw that in my glass cabinet and it's a nice little display piece.
Yeah, better open.
Yeah. Better prices, better pizza, Papa John's, right? That's the tagline. Like,
no, fuck off.
Is it not? No,
You're fired.
All right.
I don't get Papa John's.
I got a lot of stuff too, but Gore, you want me to go then?
No, I can go. I mean, I have a lot of stuff, but I can go through it pretty quick.
Okay.
I have set up, but no. I literally got this like maybe 10 minutes before the podcast, before I got on. It got delivered to my door. I got this boy.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Master Chief.
Hell yeah, Master Chief, baby. Doom Slayer. That's the.
I just want Doom guy on there. Just write Doom guy.
Yeah, I wish Doom Slayer. I want to open this. Bad.
See, that makes sense to fucking not open.
Well, no, I'm gonna open it.
Oh well, at least he opens it too. He isn't scared.
I said I want to open it so
Coward.
bad right now. All right. GameStop had a sale, and I got some stuff. So they had a buy two get one free, and they had the these games for $12 each. So I got Pokemon Sun, That's Sun, right? Yeah.
You got Moon too. I swear to God. God damn it.
I'm selling both of them, and I got Smash Brothers and 3DS.
Hell yeah. Oh, yeah, those are all on sale that same day too.
They were $12, and they were buy two get one free, so 24 for all three of those. I'm getting rid of these two, and I'm gonna keep Smash. I already have Sun and Moon, so.
Can I cut you off right now?
No.
Show me that Tom Pop. I'm gonna buy that soon. I want to see that fucking. Oh God, dude, that
looks really good.
I didn't fucking know that was a thing until you posted that. I swear to God, I almost freaked.
I sent you a message right when I got it.
I know. I didn't see that. Fuck.
It's still at GameStop. My GameStop had one extra one, but it was like messed up.
Oh,
I actually got lucky because I had to like go through.
All my GameStop still have them, so I wasn't sure if it was like a big push, but I'm gonna go check them tomorrow.
It's a Funko Club GameStop exclusive, which doesn't mean shit. There's so many GameStop only ones. I think there's more GameStop only ones at GameStop than regular ones at this point. But yeah, that's nice. I might as well show. I got other Funko Pops as well. They had to buy 3 get 1 free. So when I saw this, I was like,
so that's part of it.
Yeah, that's part of it. All of the ones that are less than 15. This is only 12, which is surprising.
I want to buy 3 Pops, but we'll see.
Well, you don't need to. Just buy Tom. Anyway, I got Nuka Girl. I like this one because it's like a horizontal box. I don't know.
Thick.
It's just she thick, of course. I got my boy Geralt with his Igni spell. It's his fire one. And I got this one I took out of the box. I got my boy All Might.
Nice.
Yeah.
So I got those. They also had some other games on sale. Of course, this is a Doom-filled episode. I got Doom Slayer collection. Originally, I wasn't going to get this until it was actually much cheaper. It was $20. The reason why I got it is because that controller skin is sick. So I saw someone unboxing, but on their controller, I was like, it looks sick. I need to get it. So this was $10. Sinking City.
Yeah, I almost bought that.
You should have bought it, man.
It was only a deal of the day, or is it back up now?
No, I think. Well, it might not be up on sale now, but it was during their weekend sale that they had.
Yeah, I almost bought that, but it wasn't at the store that I was at, and I would have to plan a lot of shit to get there.
This came in used condition, even though I bought it new. Slay the Spire, finally got it for Switch.
Yeah, GameStop new.
Yep. Sparklet.
Oh, it's still $10. Maybe I'll grab it.
I heard this is actually pretty good. The Sparklet game. It's like a Zelda like puzzle game. What else? All right. eBay purchases. I picked up this Pokemon Soul Silver box because
That's a good box.
It has a cut in it, which kind of sucks, but it was the best condition box I could find.
How much you buy that box for?
$15. So the box itself, I already had the game and the Pokewalker. I had the Pokewalker since I got.
You could sell that for a lot of money together.
Yeah, well, I'm gonna keep it. I ain't selling shit. I'm actually gonna probably start Pokemon Soul Silver again because I have Sword right now, and every time I think of Sword, I want to play Soul Silver instead. So
you haven't even played Sword.
So, who said I wanted to play it to begin with? So I just bought it because it's cheap, fucker. I got this for $5. Tomodachi Life.
Classic.
You're gonna like this one, David. Yo, sit down because you might explode.
I am sitting down.
All right. Oh, you are? I can't tell. Dynasty Warriors Gundam 3.
Hell yeah, great fucking.
Yeah.
He explodes.
But this is the second week in a row that I bought a what are these called? Mushu?
Mosuo games, yeah.
Don't say it like that. I heard it said Mushu, and now you say it all Japanese. I don't like it. Anyway.
Probably is pronounced Mushu because it's technically a Chinese name, but I'm a weeb, so.
Oh, speaking of weebs, guess what I got, David?
Oh well,
you might explode again. I got Tokyo Mirage Sessions.
Hell yeah, the copy's still right over here.
Amazon had it for $50. I had a $10 off coupon, so only reason why I got it. And
speaking of which, pro tip: if you go to play that game, apparently there was a bug in the original that they still never fixed. If you get the pierce skill, it doesn't actually pierce correctly and will break your combos.
Okay.
So never actually use the pierce skill if you get that.
Okay, I won't use it. That's it. I'm assuming they'll probably update that soon.
No.
All right.
Well, fuck me, I guess. And I think that's it. But did you see this Doom guy?
Yeah.
You saw him?
Yeah.
Look at him, though.
Yeah, but I saw him.
Look at it!
Wait, hold on. I need to get light.
Look at these nuts.
You need to see him.
Got him.
He's really good looking. You can continue with yours because I'm done.
All right.
I need everybody to see.
Well, go for it.
All right, man. Here you go. Look at him. Look at him.
What if you put the box up and it wasn't in there anymore?
Where'd he go?
So
Right.
last week. Well, first of all, let me just show this. I got just out of nowhere. I got Resident Evil Archives.
Oh my God!
I heard that was all right.
How much you get for?
You'll see.
Okay.
No, so last week we did the whole Nintendo kind of look back and things, and I said that the 3DS never had a game that I was like super into, or the DS for that fact. I mean, there were some games like fucking Ghost Trick, phenomenal. But I realized, like, you know what? I miss a lot of shit, I think, on the DS and 3DS. So I went... Yeah, there you go. Our boy. So I went to GameStop and I did the whole buy two, get one, and then I did the 4 for 20 or whatever sales. I did a lot of that shit. Right. I also got some stuff on eBay. I got 2 more games coming out of this whole thing. I got a lot. So let me go through all these. Let me go through the DS stuff first. DS, let me start off with this one. I got Touch Detective, 1.5.
What the fuck are you gonna do to me?
Yeah, Touch Detective. No,
Touch Detective.
2.5.
I actually heard of that game. Yeah, that's obviously the sequel.
I got Professor Layton and Diabolical Box. I'm gonna go through.
I really need to give those games a chance.
Yeah, that's
I have
one
that one and the original.
I got Mario and Luigi's Bowser Inside Story.
Oh, that's a good game.
Great game.
I got Okamiden.
Oh, nice. Where'd you get? How much was that one?
$10, but then add a $5 off, so or 15. But I got the $5 off, so $10.
Okay.
All right, that was all for the DS stuff. I got 2 more games coming, but the other stuff I got. So I got Yokai Watch.
Oh hell yeah!
I got Heroes of Ruin.
Oh yeah.
I heard that was cool. That was
Oh, yeah, it's like a Diablo kind of game.
I got
a launch game or pretty close.
I got Bravely Default.
Oh, nice.
Which I bought for cheap. I bought for cheap a long time ago, and then I sold because I never opened it, and that was going for a bit, and then I rebought it, and it actually wasn't that bad. Corpse Party.
Oh, I got that on Vita recently.
Yeah, I got that one on Vita too recently. The Blood Drive edition.
I got Bravely Second, even though I know that's like not canon or something. I don't know what they're gonna do about the whole thing.
I think it's just a continuation, like a part 2. I think, I don't know. I never played it. I only played.
Yeah, I never got around to playing second either.
Yeah,
I bought it, but
I got.
Doesn't matter anymore.
WarioWare Gold.
Oh yeah.
And this one I'm actually pretty excited for, because it came with the case too. Is Radiant Historia Perfect Chronology.
Oh, cool.
I've heard good things about that.
Yeah, I wanted to get that. People are selling the one that's like the launch exclusive that comes with a bunch of shit for like $30, I think.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Yeah, I had gone because what I got, Radiant Historia, Corpse Party, and I think Bravely Default all together for like $50.
Oh fuck yeah, you can't go wrong.
Around there, I got them cheap because it was a buy 2 get 1, and one store happened to have all 3 of those.
Nice.
Yeah, and then Resident Evil got lumped into that because I was looking for the 4 for 20 deal. So I think what was it? It was Resident Evil, Touch Detective, and Yokai Watch, and Heroes of Ruin for $20 together.
It's pretty good.
Yeah, a bunch of really good deals.
Yeah, good deals.
Yeah, I'm excited to go through all that on the DS now. Specifically Radiant Historia. Yeah. I was gonna buy Radiant Historia, and then I forgot that they remade it for 3DS, and I heard it's a lot better now, like insanely amount better.
Yeah. I never played the original.
Digitally, I think I forgot to mention. Digitally, I bought them last time. I bought Devil May Cry 1, 2, and 3.
Yeah.
Oh, you did finally decide to dip on that?
Yeah, I know people told me not to buy 2, but I said, fuck it. Let me see how bad it is so I can participate in that and also say it's bad.
You probably won't think it's that bad. It's mainly playing, like, you have to be back in 2003 to really think it's terrible, I think.
Okay.
It's like Devil May Cry 1 was so good, and then you play fucking 2, and Dante's a fucking dick. He sucks in that game, and the game itself is so easy compared to the first one.
Yeah, but they're short games, right? They're not like...
Yeah, they're like 6-7 hours long.
Yeah, that's fine. That's totally perfect.
Except Devil May Cry 2 has two different protagonists. You have a story mode with Dante, and then the story mode with Lucaria. I think that's her name. Yeah,
that sounds correct. I think.
I
think she's not a character that isn't
ever relevant again ever.
Yeah.
It's just in that one game.
5 has all the other characters you like, not Lucario or her name.
Yeah, not Lucario.
And I got 2 more things I forgot to show off last week. I got the amiibo, so I got Dark Samus, which actually looks really good.
Actually, does look pretty nice.
Yeah, it has like all the details on it. And then I got a White Richter.
Hell yeah!
Isn't as cool as Simon because Richter or Simon has the whip going around him and everything.
Good stuff. He's the one with the classic quotes.
You don't belong in this world.
Yeah.
I think I mentioned I got that. Yeah, I did. Yeah, I mentioned the.
What's the best looking amiibo?
King DDD's is actually really good. I think I like his a lot.
I think Bowser looked good too. I think the bigger they are, obviously, because they have more room to paint them and
actually Rule looks pretty good.
Detail them. I think when it comes to the best looking ones, it's the ones that don't have a face, obviously, because the face is always like the goofy one. So I think Shovel Knight's actually my favorite looking one. Shovel Knight looks sick.
I actually kind of I
want the gold
Treasure
one.
Goblin.
Wait, I'm sorry, what?
The Treasure Goblin. I really like the design of that one.
Oh, yeah, from Diablo.
Yeah.
That thing sold out pretty quick.
Yeah. I guess the Solar, what is it called? The Dark Souls guy.
Yeah.
Where's the Sun guy?
I bought that too, and I never played it.
I was like this close from getting it. It said add to cart on GameStop. I did, and it's one of those things where you add to cart, you go to the cart, and then it says it's out of stock. I'm like, fuck you.
Can you imagine a real life scenario where you put it in a cart and then you look down and just go?
And then the X-Files theme plays.
I like to imagine it's the real life scenario if someone actually just ran over and stole it from your fucking car. I was like, nah, so you don't get to have this.
Essentially.
If they steal it from my cart, they need to at least say yoink.
Yoink. All right, that's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I got 2 more games coming. And then I'm gonna look for a couple others. I really want to get the Mario Party games because I can find those for pretty cheap on eBay.
DS and 3DS, those games.
I have the DS one. I want the
DS one is garbage.
The DS one, no, the DS one's actually regarded as really, really good.
I don't know. I played it.
The 3DS one's pretty good.
The 3DS ones are the ones where people are like, they're all right.
Those ones.
I don't know.
I played the DS one before. I thought it was garbage.
Yeah, no, that was the one that I looked at. When I was looking up recommendations, I was like, the DS one's the one where you want to stick at. But yeah, I wanted those, and I was gonna buy them at GameStop, but those are way overpriced at GameStop.
Oh yeah.
They're like $35 each, and I was able to find some for like $10, $15 on eBay.
Mario Party's like on DS. The regular one is like a $10 game.
So one of my big wants right now is the Hotel Dusk sequel. That's the one game I really want right now.
What is it called?
Let me see. Last Window: The Secret of Cape West. That was only released in Europe.
Yeah.
But it's not region locked, so we could play it here. But that's one of my wants. I got an eye on eBay for that.
But it's going to be in European. You can't read it.
All right. Anyway, that's that.
Little dumb joke for you.
Let's see.
Me dumb. All right, well there you go. All the games he got and all the games he didn't. That's it.
All right.
The end.
Trivia.
Goodbye. Oh, I thought the podcast was over. Hold on.
Trivia. Let's do this.
I know I have Mario Party somewhere. Fuck it. I have Mario and Sonic Olympic Winter Games on DS. Sure, that's great. Just like the shitty Wii games. Anyway.
Trivia. So I got you guys the same 3 questions, but we're just gonna separate you guys and see who answers them. And we'll give points out for those. So nothing too crazy this week because I wasn't able to get anything crazy done. So 3 points up for grabs, both of you.
All right, Gory, the fuck out.
All right. This is a category on Dead Space 1.
All right.
I guess kind of. Let's see. Remember, third question is always hard. I'm giving you a heads up because last week y'all were like, "Oh, this question is impossible." I'm like, well, it's supposed to be a hard one. All right. Now I'll give you know what? I'll give you double points for that too. Double points for the last one if you get it. Question 1. Which country banned Dead Space? A. China. B. Japan. C. Russia. D. None of the above.
I'm gonna say none of the above.
Is that your final answer?
Yeah.
You got it. Actually, no one banned it.
Yeah, usually when it comes to like killing aliens, no one gives a shit.
It was, I think, supposed to potentially be banned, but never actually did. And let's see. Let me make sure I got this one right. All right, question 2. Including spin-offs, how many Dead Space games are there? A, 4, B, 5, C, 6, D, 7.
Are we talking just realm of video games or?
Yes, not like animes or whatever.
Not none of those weird movies they did.
Yep.
I think only 4 then, because there was 1, 2, 3, and Extraction. Because Aftermath was a movie, I think. Yeah, I'm gonna go 4.
Incorrect.
Damn. All right.
Final question. The first letter of each level spell out a spoiler for the end of the game. What does it spell out?
Nicola's dead.
You got it. 2 points.
Because I was the one that actually also mentioned that in the games gone by.
Oh, I forgot about that.
Come here. Fuck you!
So.
All right. So, 3 questions. Last one's a hard one, so I made it worth 2 points.
Okay.
Are you ready?
Sure.
Topics on Dead Space.
Okay.
Question 1. Which country banned Dead Space? A. China.
It's gotta be Australia. Okay, go ahead. No, go ahead.
A. China. B. Japan. C. Russia. Or D. None of the above.
Ooh. China, Japan, Russia? Those are the things?
China, Japan, Russia. Or none of the above.
I could see China banning it. Oh, you know what? I think China doesn't like... I'm going to say China. I'm pretty sure they don't like the occult. And
Final
that's
answer?
kind of occultish because of the marker. You put none of the above in there, though. A lot of times, if you put all the above or none of the above, that's the... I'm going to say China. It could be Japan, though.
It's incorrect. It was none of the above.
It was none of the above. I should just fucking assume that.
All right, question 2.
Did he get that?
He did.
Okay.
Question
There
2.
you go.
And he didn't get this one. How many Dead Space games are there? A, 4, or including spin-offs. A, 4, B, 5, C, 6, or D, 7?
Battleship.
You got Dead Space 1, 2, and 3. Then you got Extraction. And you got Ignition, which is that arcade game that sucked. But does the iPhone version count?
Yes.
Oh, fuck. All right.
Okay.
That's right.
Because that's a different game.
Yeah.
I can't remember if there's a second iPhone game, though. I'm going to say 6.
Final answer? Or none of the above?
None of the above. There's no Dead Space games. Yeah, I'll say that. Final answer.
You got it.
All right.
Dead Space Mobile was tricky because it's called just Dead Space, but it's actually a different game.
It's a different game. I played it. It was really good.
And you can't play it anymore now.
Yeah, well, I think it's still on my iPod Touch.
Yeah, because it got outdated with every firmware.
Yeah, that sucks because that's a really good game actually. Like it had actually like messed with you. Like it would actually switch the environments around too and shit. It was actually creepy. There we go.
Final one.
Okay. He didn't get this, I'm assuming, or did
He did.
No, I got this one.
Oh, okay, go ahead.
The first letter of each level spell out a spoiler for the end of the game.
Nicole is dead.
There you go.
I think I said that in the games gone by.
Yeah, we did. I really forgot about that. All right. 3 points each, so nothing happens.
No, Goro didn't get the first one.
You didn't
Yeah,
get the
but you didn't get the second one.
I got the first. Oh, but yeah, you got the second one.
All right, you know what? You lose a point. Fuck it.
Oh, I guess I
No,
got
fuck
Sorry.
you. That's my point. I earned it.
You didn't get a point. Well, we
Did
both
it?
get a point, I guess. Or how does it work? Do we both get points, or do we?
No, I give you both- I give you both
Does
three-
it cancel out?
I gave you both 3 points each. So I mean,
You get 3
nothing
points each?
happens.
No, I'm talking about like in the overall scoreboard.
Yeah, no, nothing happened.
No, it's canceled out. That's
Yeah.
what I thought.
But David was trying to say I was wrong, so he loses a point. So
No, fuck you.
I win.
I go. He's
That,
happy.
to be fair, that first one, my logic was correct. I was also thinking China because
Well,
they don't like.
it
They
wasn't
do
a-
not like the occult. I
It
know
wasn't
that.
necessarily because
Like Ghostbusters. Remember the 2016 one that got banned in China just because it had ghosts in it. So,
I wasn't trying to fuck with you about none of the above. There were reports initially that it was banned in China and Japan because of the excessive gore.
oh, okay. Well, the gore. I mean, like, have you seen some movies that come out over there? Like they fucking
It
love
says,
those Resident Evil movies.
However, it has since been confirmed that it was a marketing ploy and the game was not banned in any country.
I remember Dead Space 2's marketing ploy. You remember that one? Your mom hates Dead Space.
Remember?
And they sat down real moms watching like people get murdered or
No,
Isaac
I
get
need to
murdered.
go watch that though. We should have talked
A
about.
little-
Oh, you know what? If we ever do Dead Space 2, though, we should watch that together.
Yeah, yeah. I guess that's why we didn't talk about it because it's Dead Space 2. Like that shit is like cringy.
I'm gonna say this.
But I remember there's one mom that loved it though. I remember like, yeah, there you go. She loved that shit.
You remember the infamous Dante's Inferno marketing?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
We should talk about that like once.
And then you also get into a lot of shit for
I
the
would-
stuff they were sending companies.
Oh no, they were sending checks to journalists
Yeah.
for greed, and they're like, "Yo, what the fuck? We can't take this. Don't do that." Yeah, like trying to like.
Don't take it then. That was the test.
We should do that. If we ever, I don't think we'll ever do it, but if we ever do Dante's Inferno.
Dante's Inferno. I would love to play Dante's
I
Inferno.
was gonna say I'd actually be down to try that game.
At this
again
point,
after-
like we're not gonna play any of our own games this year. It's gonna go, all right, what are we gonna play this time? More episodes of fucking games gone by.
I don't know. Well, maybe that'll be my games gone by.
Because it's one of those things. I kind of like the weird balance we have of either going through games that we've been meaning to play or games we've been wanting to introduce the other people to. So
It honestly sucks that my next one's in April. It really does because I have a good one for next time, but can't do it. It's too long. In April, of course, we got Final Fantasy VII, Resident Evil 3. I guess not Cyberpunk. So.
You could do a decent. I mean, because it happens at the beginning of the month, so I'm not gonna.
No, Final Fantasy.
yeah,
Resident Evil 3.
Final
I'll probably
Fantasy
play that.
and-
I'm already giving.
I guess to be fair, Final Fantasy. Resident Evil 3, I only need to play once because there's only the one campaign. But
I'm already giving you my longest game yet for March.
I'm gonna give you my longest.
Well, we do audio pod. I would.
Speaking of longest, this guy is like almost 8 feet tall. I think 8 feet. I wish. Fuck. I would die to have an 8 foot tall Doomslayer figure. 8 inches
at
tall,
that
which is
point.
pretty good. I only paid 15 for him. He looks great.
All those Overwatch statues, not statues, but like the figures are on sale at GameStop.
I got a bunch of them. They're like right below my TV. So when I'm
You don't
playing any
have
game,
you don't have room in there anymore. How do you have this stuff?
don't worry about it.
I remember when you got all those big ass figures from GameStop. You were looking around. You're like, I don't know where I walk.
Oh, by the way, I sold that Tracer one. So
Nice.
yeah, the big Funko one you talk
We gotta
about.
figure
The
about that. We gotta figure about that shield someday.
Oh yeah, I need to send it eventually. Big. That thing's fucking big, bro.
Yeah. Well, we can probably just do it so that just ship it and then knock whatever I owe out of the.
No, I mean I owe you at this point because you fucking sent me that thing. I didn't pay you back for it. So
That's fair.
yeah, so I know I'll send it out eventually.
You still owe me for Bloodstain and then for that Doom Eternal thing.
What do it? Oh yeah, because it's not out yet though.
No,
to be
but-
fair, it's not out. I will pay. I'll pay you back immediately.
Just give me your room. Give me your Oculus. Fuck it.
Come here. I play. Oh, I
here.
forgot. I played some Oculus this week too.
Oh fuck yeah.
Oh, fuck yeah! I put more. Custom songs on my Beat Saber stuff. Yeah, that's good. You can put anything. My Stick, of course, the classic bad lip reading song out now. Bad lip reading, classic YouTube channel. When we all die out with the sun exploding. the memory of bad lip readings will continue somewhere. Aliens will find it or some shit. I don't know. I don't know where I'm going with that. It's good. That's what I'm saying. Bad lip readings.
All right, so that was trivia.
I win.
You do.
We tied.
No, I win.
No, we tied.
That's a win for me because I'm already.
So we have. Let me see.
No, you
Let me pull up a calendar here.
Dark Con.
We have.
Man, what's great is I forgot that was in one of our first few episodes. So when I was going through and jotting down notes on the older things, I actually made sure to explicitly put a note of no, the birth of the Dark Con joke.
We have 8 more episodes until the points reset.
And how many points does he need to catch up to me?
Current standings are Gore, you're at 35.5, and David, you're at 27.5.
Okay.
So you are 8 points behind. But
So you have to get next 9.
Well, no, yeah, but we're gonna ante up the stakes here a little
It's gonna
bit.
be like Jack Attack.
Ante
The
up
points
the
are just
stakes.
gonna
See that?
multiply ridiculously.
No.
Now,
Like I'm saying,
how's that
like
fair? Because I'm doing well. I get fucked, and he's gonna get some ante up shit.
no, I'm saying, well, you could also maybe fuck him even harder.
No, I don't want to fuck him anymore. I just want to win.
I want to play it safe.
Yeah, I want to win, fucker. I don't want to win really well. I just want to win.
Well, no, because like this one was worth 3 points, so it's stuff like that where.
This was worth 3 points.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought I didn't. Okay.
Yeah. So
I
you had 32 and a
I
half.
thought in the quiz they were worth 3 points. I didn't
No,
know that means they're also worth.
Oh no, we're going in.
Okay.
Maybe David will have another revenge, but I mean that backfired last time.
It's just like my problem with you don't know Jack. It's just like fucking no other round counts except the last one, really.
Yeah.
So,
Well, no, that's not true.
that's true. It's
that
fucking
last one,
true.
no, because that one last one could fuck you up too if you're an idiot.
Yeah, if you're an idiot, but if you're not,
Like
then
David.
fucking- yeah. Well. Sure.
Oh, you got me there.
But he can get 2 in a row and then be caught up completely with me. If
No,
we were gonna give-
I'm not saying each of these is worth 3. We'll see. We'll play it by ear. Maybe maybe we'll have it so that David catches up and then Gore has a revenge round at the end.
Maybe neither will happen. I just
Maybe we
won.
can just drive to Gore's house and fucking punch him.
Go ahead. Maybe I could fucking suplex you out my goddamn window. How about
I
that?
don't believe you can lift anything, Gore.
I can lift you.
You can't lift shit.
You look like fucking 200 pounds.
I would be surprised if you could lift a fucking hamburger.
I like Gore
above
talking
your
shit next
head.
to his Doom figure.
Yeah, well, come talk to me, and we'll see what's up. Put my gear on.
All right,
Fuck you.
moving on.
Fuck you.
Fuck you.
Not too much in news
The
right
human fucking race. There we go.
now. Not too much in news. First story is the Behemoth are announcing a game. So by the time you guys hear this, congratulations, Behemoth.
Congrats,
Yeah.
Behemoth.
We
Any
are
speculation
considering.
on
Announce your shit on Wednesdays.
We are considering we're recording on Thursdays. We'll see. We're not sure yet. We're throwing.
Play
it
your
out there.
cards right.
Play your cards right.
Maybe when there's not a big movie out, we'll do it on Thursday. Like I mean, unless they surprise us with a movie release.
That's the only
I
reason
think
why I
we'll
don't
always
want
know.
to, because I will be watching a lot of big movies on Thursdays.
Like I'm telling you right here, when like Sonic's out, it's like I'm seeing it Thursday. I gotta.
Well, that's gonna be a game. No, that's gonna be the whole blue.
He was going.
Yeah, that's a whole Blue Rupees live one. We're having a live reaction.
I have a feeling we're gonna lose that game. You know what I mean? I hope it's good. I don't even know why. I don't even like Sonic that much.
Yeah,
I just want it to be
I haven't
good.
watched all the clips. I know there's a lot of clips out right now, but
The clips are pretty good so
yeah,
far.
I think it'll be all right.
I got a feeling it's gonna be tolerable, which is better than most video game movies. So
If it's better
Yeah,
than
and consider
than
it's Sonic.
Pikachu.
Sonic sucks nowadays. So yeah.
Sonic Mania was all right.
Sonic Mania was great, but the last 15 Sonic games made by the Sonic developers have sucked. So, besides maybe Sonic Colors, I guess.
Anyway, congratulations, Behemoth. I'm excited to
half
hear
of
your new
Sonic
game.
generation sucked.
Congrats to Behemoth.
Congrats to the Behemoth. Unless your next game sucks, then
Do you guys have any
Next time.
ideas of what it could possibly be? Or
Castle Crushers 2. That'd be awesome.
I could see that because the
Yeah.
game is still there.
It's been a long time.
I'd be down for a Castle Crush too.
I'd be
I
way
would be
down for it.
too.
Oh yeah, Castle Crushers 1 is great. Great game.
Yeah,
Classic.
and that's the one they port around everywhere.
Oh
That's
yeah,
the one
it's
that-
on
that-
Switch yet, is it? Or did
It
it come
is.
out on Switch?
I think-
It did. Okay, yeah,
No, you know what?
Yeah.
It might not be.
it might be.
I know they announced it at one point. I don't remember if it did come out though.
They always have it at PAX.
I think it did. I'm just gonna say I think. I don't know.
All right, let's see. We're gonna put a point on the line. Let's see if Gore's right.
Oh, I don't know. I said it might not be. Technically,
Do you want to wager a point on this?
I don't want to wager fucking shit, bro.
David, do you want to wager a point on this?
Sure, I say it came out.
I'm not wagering a point, so
All right,
whatever.
David's gonna wager a
David
point.
can do it.
Okay.
He's
so,
not. No, he
No,
can't.
if you're not throwing a point on the line too, what's the point?
I think it
Oh,
might.
no,
be,
your
I think
point.
it's on Switch.
So David, if it's not on there, you lose a point. If it is,
That's fair.
you gain a point.
All right,
Let's
that's
see.
fair.
Castle Crashers.
Well, but I said it is. So
you don't want to wager.
I said it was too. But how does that even? Whatever. Fuck
If
it.
you wagered a point, it wouldn't matter now because
He probably looked it up, the motherfucker. He's got cheat eyes. I see him. I think it is on there. I think I vaguely remember seeing it. I think. Oh, fucking suspense.
It's available. David gets a point.
Hell yeah.
That's fucking stupid.
You're fucking stupid.
No, it is dumb. Fuck
You
off.
could have put a phone on line. You chose
Well,
not
for
to.
what? For fucking what? A game that it has been ported on every console is on the Switch. A console that gets every fucking port ever. Oh, whoa! Big fucking surprise there.
You're just
Fuck
bitter
off.
that
Resident Evil
you
6 is
played your
on there. Who
opponent.
gives a shit? Like,
See, the smart play would have been Gore's also wagering a point with the same answer that David
I
had.
wasn't doing it. It's
That way, if you guys both gained their
I didn't wager a point. I said it's definitely maybe. I vaguely remember seeing
Definitely
it.
maybe. It's a very strong possible.
But you didn't know at all, David. I remember. I thought I remember seeing it
2
on the
minutes
fucking-
ago.
You know
when
what?
you said-
No, you know what? Gore has a point. That's he gets a point too.
No, fuck him.
So we're now at 36.5 for Gore and 28.5 for David.
All right, there you go. Now I'm okay.
No, he doesn't get a point. He didn't fucking wager.
Fuck
You know what? You guys are right. I'm gonna take away. I'm gonna take away that
half.
half point from both of you
If
guys.
it wasn't for me, you wouldn't even get that point.
So now, yeah, because there's a lot of arguing, I'm taking away half point from each of you guys. So now we're at 36 and 28.
You know
You
what?
just
I think you should
want
take
to
another
build
half off.
to
Just
make it-
like tax. It's like a tax.
All right, moving on.
How about we
Congratulations,
just don't do
Behemoth.
trivia anymore.
How about you shut your mouth?
How about
You
you?
just
fuck off,
don't watch
man?
trivia, so you can end.
Oh, I get a point for saying it's on it. No, fuck.
I'm
wow,
sorry,
it's on
you're
there.
bitter. You
Whoa.
chose not to
Whoa.
fucking wager a
The
point.
Switch has games. Whoa.
I'm sorry you were apparently so confident that
Well,
it was
I'm
right, but you
sorry.
didn't want to wager a point.
You know what? You upset me.
No
Doom
balls.
I'm taking Doom
No
off. He doesn't want to see this shit.
You know what? David forgot to record a backup recording of this podcast. So I'm gonna take away a half point from him.
Oh, that's true. Wow.
So Gore,
No,
you're at
it's-
36, and David, you're at 27.5.
Well, I think I should get a point just for the Toonami.
No, I think you should shut your whole mouth.
How about good lighting? There you go. That's pretty good.
That's good lighting you have.
Thank you.
So somehow David's now 8.5
I'm
points away from.
I'm putting Doom Guy back. It doesn't feel right without him.
Next story.
Guys in suits. That's it. What?
Torchlight is now Torchlight 3. Or
Yeah,
Torchlight what? Torchlight.
oh,
Torchlight Frontier, yeah.
Yeah.
So they originally pitched Torchlight Frontier as kind of like a more free-to-play style model of the Torchlight series. It was going to be a lot more open, a lot more robust. And I guess they just got done their first round of alpha testing, and everyone was like, fuck this, this needs to go back to roots. So they're like, oh,
as people do.
okay.
Change.
So now
What's that?
going to go back to the original style. It's going to be basically literally upright Torchlight 3. Here you go. This is exactly what you guys wanted, apparently. The same exact game done a little bit differently. And yeah, that's what I would want.
Yeah, I always wanted to play Torchlight. Torchlight 2's on Switch. That one is actually on Switch. Do I get a point for that one?
No.
Uh-oh.
You
But
keep
I do
asking
want-
for points, though, so I'm going to take away half point from you.
Oh, what a fuck! I don't care. It's a not even a real game. There's no reward. Don't give a shit. Anyway, but I do want to play Torchlight 2 whenever it's on sale for a decent price.
It's play on
It's
Xbox.
like it's always on sale for like 14. It's actually a physical game on Xbox, I think.
Why don't we
So-
just play Diablo finally?
We could just do that.
Torchlight is fun. I played the first one when it came out and
David,
loved
make your
the
game
modding.
gonna buy Diablo 3 so we can play that finally together.
I have Diablo 3 on PlayStation 4 and PC. I'm not buying it a third time. This isn't going to be an Overwatch situation where you guys convince me to buy it a third fucking time. I'm
Yeah,
not
but
doing
you
it.
play it now. Now, arguably, I think the Xbox version is one of your most played.
No, it's not even close to still the time I have in PC.
Wow, you played way more before, and you're that bad still. Jesus.
I'm sorry, fucking controller is bullshit.
You said you had PS4,
Yeah, I played it for all of like 5 hours on PS4.
so there's more on Xbox already.
Yeah, there's more Xbox than PlayStation 4, but nowhere near what my PC time is.
I didn't know a keyboard or a controller stopped you from being so aggressive.
I mean,
more aggressive.
yeah, I'm used to just being aggressive because I'm used to having a full fucking keyboard to work with and a mouse.
You're also a white male cis, so is that what they're called, right? I don't know. I just saw that word online. I figure I figure it's an insult, so I'll use it. What does that mean anyway?
We're not gonna get into this podcast, but
no,
yeah.
we did before. I remember.
Yeah.
No, you got an incel,
Oh yeah, incel. I know what that is.
and you started
Well, yeah,
using that
you
for
are.
yourself all the time.
No, I'm just a cell. I'm just celibate.
Perfect cell.
Perfect cell. Perfect cell.
All right. Well, congratulations to Torchlight 3.
Congratulations to Torchlight developers for being pressured into making your game the way a bunch of fucking snot-nosed little asshole fans want the game.
Congratulations for actually listening
Yeah.
to your fans and realizing your mistakes.
Congratulations for bending over backwards to a bunch of fucking chodes and doing whatever they want you to do, even though you're the developers. Pussies.
As if Gore would ever play a free-to-play Torchlight versus Torchlight 3.
I wouldn't play Torchlight anything, so it doesn't matter. Torchlight free or Torchlight 3? That should be the article. Did someone make an article like that? Yeah. Anyway, next story.
Evo Japan, David, what do you want to talk about with it?
The only thing
Bunch
I
of
just
human
wanted to cover
stories.
was it was kind of cool that Sakurai came out to talk a little bit about Smash there. He was yeah, no, it's kind of interesting to see Smash played competitively. I still don't get it, but hey, cool on you guys. Fucking Tekken was destroyed by Leroy. 6 of the top 8 were fucking Leroy.
He got a nerf.
Kinda. A
He'll get
little
more.
bit.
He'll get more.
You'll get more, but it's like, god damn, that's just
Every new
That's
character comes out broken, and they get nerfed down.
not every character.
Just about every character.
Oh.
No. Come on.
But yeah, so that came out, or that happened. That was really the only things I really wanted to cover. In Smash Japan, the numbers were like 3,000 fucking entrants for that.
A lot of DQs, though.
Yeah. So that was one of those interesting things that we'll kind of curious to see what happens with Evo America. We're getting our announcements for what will be at Evo America on February 4th, so I'm keeping an eye out on that.
Oh, fucking sweet, Lois.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah, it is. All right, next topic.
Let's see. Shoutouts to
Money.
Kentucky Route Zero for
Oh, yeah, there you go. It's finally out. The
yeah,
whole
which
thing.
is funny because
We talked about that like a month ago.
we talked about it a month ago, but then literally like right when
I saw it on Switch. I saw it in the Switch coming soon, like maybe a few days after we talked about it.
right.
I was like, because I didn't know what it was, so I saw it. I was like, oh, okay, they ported the whatever was already out onto Switch. And then I heard it was the full, complete
It's funny
experience.
because
I was like,
we mentioned on the podcast like where the fuck is this, and we talked about when it was, and then like
Fuck.
3 days later they're like, hey, it's coming out. Yeah, so they updated the game so that on PC, as it is on Switch now, it comes with the interludes that were available only on I think their website, which you have to go to their website to play the interlude. But they lumped it all together as a collection.
TV edition, right?
Yes.
I think that's what it's called.
And then
Gotta be again.
Jesus.
Meat P! We
Um,
should just say that instead.
there is a physical Switch edition which I end up buying because I think that's gonna
Go up in value.
probably.
I'll think about it. Maybe I'll get it because I am interested in it.
They
When does it actually come out though?
the physical it comes out like Q3.
Yeah.
So if you're gonna play it, you're not gonna play it for a while.
Yeah. No, I'm not gonna play it now anyway. So.
Also, I'm gonna start playing that game actually very, very, very soon. But I'd recommend you play that like in bits and pieces. Play that one episode, let it sizzle on you for a little while, and kind of dissect it because it's very deep and dense.
I heard they don't nail the ending, and it's what every review says. That I read
You know what? Maybe they don't for people that have been into this series for.
They say it's great stuff because of the journey. That's
Yeah.
what, like every review is just like everything else is great. It's just the ending is like yeah.
But they don't know how long the pre-orders are going to be up. They've been very cryptic about it, saying they're going to be up for undisclosed time.
How long? I mean, how long? Where can you get it pre-ordered?
I am 8-bit.
That's it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Maybe.
Flesh doll people.
Oh yeah, I don't think that's true. I think you just got the one thing that they what's the word?
Ooh, it includes secret compartments exclusively available.
Oh, it's a fleshlight thing.
everything just
secret.
There's
Ooh, what a secret.
There's a really good Celeste vinyl that I wanted on Fangamer.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Oh, is there a cassette tape too?
There's a really good Red Dead Redemption 2 vinyl. That's at Best Buy.
I want that cassette tape.
Get it, bitch. There's a Red Dead Redemption 2 vinyl that I'm probably gonna get. That's at Best Buy.
Do it.
We're talking about vinyls now. What's up?
There's just so much shit now on display.
I thought you wanted to go take a piss. What are you talking about?
He's saying you have so much shit on in front of your camera now.
What do you mean?
Don't worry about it.
Oh, I don't. I don't see any shit. I just see gold, bitch.
God, I really want that vinyl. That vinyl looks so cool. Maybe. All right.
All right, bitches. Sorry, I didn't mean that.
That's it. So we're gonna transition
over. That's the podcast. Bye.
We're gonna transition over to Games Gone By now.
Oh, you got him in his normal state too?
Oh wait, hold on. Yeah, and it's a little shitty.
Just fucking knock him all over right now, Gore. I thought he was gonna do it. That would have been funny.
No, here, wait.
No balls.
You know, you're right. Here, Mr. Rogers.
Now knock him over.
At least knock Mr. Rogers over. There we go.
All right, we're gonna cut.
Crack, well, he's a god, so it doesn't matter.
He looks like crack. All that white.
Well, all that white on him? Crack cocaine? He knows. All that red? You know what that is?
Crack.
What's a drug that's red? I don't know. Red.
Red.
Mars crack.
Probably ecstasy. I don't fucking know.
Yeah, that's the good crack. You get straight from Mars. Doom guy would know about that because Mars kills.
No, wait, legit. We're definitely not recording right now, right?
Welcome to the Games Gone By for God of War.
We're definitely not recording.
We are recording.
There he is. Kratos.
I was gonna say something, but I'll save it for later then.
Uh-oh. He's gonna say something really offensive.
This is our retrospective.
This
is our
God of War is
retrospective.
not the game of the year.
Almost kind of book club thing that we do at least once a month now. We got a lot of bonus episodes coming because we're enjoying this and all want to play games that we all are like, oh yeah, I'm down to play that. So let's just start off from the beginning. I think let's get all that stuff out of the way in case people are watching for the first time. That way, they don't have to watch to the end. I think. Or do you guys really want to save the next episode for the end?
I'm excited. I'll talk about it whenever. So,
Gore, what do you think? Should we save it for the end or just do it at the beginning? What David announces?
Do it now. Do it later.
All right, let's do it now.
Doesn't matter.
Okay, so let me say first, our next Game's Gone By, which will be midway through February, is going to be What Remains of Edith Finch. That was voted on by the community.
Yes.
David has his month in February.
So first and foremost, I just want to say,
Any last guests or guesses, Gore?
Well, I know what it is.
Oh, never mind. Fuck it.
I already know what it is. He said, "Rest in peace, Kobe Bryant." I know what it is now. I had an idea what it was.
I still don't know what it is.
Yeah.
All right, so
Tipped
first,
his hat a little bit too much.
yeah, I didn't think Adrian was gonna go for guesses there, but I don't know. Adrian, do you have any guesses?
No.
Probably not. Yeah.
It's a joke game. Damn it.
So it's a game I've been really excited to play. I've known about this game for years, but it's suddenly caught popular consciousness again somehow. A lot of YouTubers have been making videos about it, which was like finally made me go, I really need to play that. And that game is Barkley Shut Up and Jam Gaiden.
I don't know what that is.
That is our next Games Gone By.
That's not on Steam?
We went
No.
from it's free game and it's a fan made game, right?
Yes.
We went from Undertale, Dead Space, Doki Doki, Inside,
God of War.
to Shut Up and Jam Gaiden. Charles Barkley, Shut Up and Jam Gaiden.
Charles Barkley Shut Up and
I've
Jam.
I've heard of that game. Yes, it's an old game too.
Yes, it's from 2014. It is an RPG
Oh,
Maker
it's
game.
2014, really? Oh.
Yeah.
Okay, I thought it was like way earlier than that.
I'm assuming this 100% does not play on Catalina.
No, 100% will not play on Catalina. So,
Catalina.
but your Surface will run it no problem.
All right, so that is February. What's our before we get to it, what's our limit on how big of advance I need to give for a game?
I think we talked about this last time. If it's above 30 hours, we need a month advance.
Yeah.
30 hours our hard limit on the month advance, or do you guys want to go a little bit lower?
Same
I
thing
think
with
25 is good.
All right, 25 would be fair. Yeah.
Let me see how long mine is if I have to announce that now.
That's it now. I want to hear it. I want to hear it.
Main story is 19. Main and extra is 31. Completion is 44. You guys want to hear it now?
Yeah, I'd cut the difference there and say 25.
Yeah, I'd probably announce it.
Yeah.
Okay.
So wait, can we guess?
Yeah, I guess.
I have no idea even what to guess.
This is a game
Red
I've
Dead
wanted.
Redemption, is it?
Yeah.
No, you wish it was 25 hours.
My ass. 19 hours for one mission.
Let me go look at Red Dead Redemption 2's for a second.
No, it's like 160 hours, some shit for main and extra.
Yeah,
Something
main's
like
46 and a half, main extra 76 and a half. Completion is 160.
Okay.
You ready for that, David?
All right, give us a hint.
I've wanted you to play this for a long time now. There's a reason for it this year.
It's not Persona, right? No,
No,
it wouldn't be no 30 hours. I would fucking wish. Fucking wish. It's a reason for it this year. You've been wanting me to play it. Is it Doom?
No.
I wish. Huh. Do you know? What's your name? David?
Who have been podcasting with this whole time?
Podcast. Oh. You gotta give us another hint. You gotta give David another hint because he doesn't know what the hell you wanted me to play.
The title is 2 words.
Oh, they're just gonna tell us the title.
Two Worlds.
Yeah, he's been really wanting me to play 2 Worlds.
Would you get freaked out if I said that? If I said yeah,
If
2?
you said that, I wouldn't play it. Like this would be the first I abstain. So I'm not doing it.
Yeah, everyone gets
That's
one
one of the
abstain.
worst- That's the world's worst game ever.
Two words.
2 words.
Sounds like.
No, I'm not giving you that.
Oh.
I'll give you guys another minute.
Sounds like it's not Pokemon Sword, right? I'll kill you if it is.
No, it's not here. It's not a year old.
That's true. I forgot. It looks like it's about 10 years old.
Pokemon.
Let's go,
fucking
Pikachu.
Sun and Moon.
Oh no, I don't. Is it near? It's not near, is it?
No, that'd be a lot
is it
more.
Andromeda?
No,
Uh,
there's a reason for it this year.
I know, but what games?
You got 30 seconds before I tell you.
Fuck you.
Well, Fantasy
I'm-
7.
Yeah, Final Fantasy 7. Is it?
No.
Okay.
What the
I
fuck?
thought maybe you wanted to play that.
No, I'm good.
Huh?
What?
You're good, dick.
The
What'd you say,
Resident Evil
Dave?
4.
No, I wish.
Uh,
I can say I wish. I can change it literally right now. I can say yes, and you guys would never have known.
No,
It's a great idea. In fact, now it's Resident Evil.
All right,
4.
last guesses.
Resident Evil 4 would be tough to play now. Because Mia scrub. Yeah, I don't know.
David, last guess.
Left Alive.
No, I kill you again.
Watch Dogs 2.
Oh,
Fuck me.
that's 3 fucking words. The fuck?
Well, I Watch Dogs is what I was going for, but I didn't add the number in there.
Watch Dogs 1, I'd fucking shoot you right here. Watch Dogs 2, that's a great one, actually. I'm excited.
Yeah,
to play
I was
that.
gonna save that for June, but we got a lot of time in March, baby.
Is
Okay.
that on Game Pass?
It's like a $10
Yeah.
game.
Yeah,
It's
but
like
that
10.
involves spending money on something I have no interest in.
You're gonna fucking spend the money. You're gonna do it. You're gonna fucking do it. Spend the money.
I'm gonna have to.
Yeah.
Watch Dogs.
Yeah. Anyway, Watch
If
Dogs.
David keeps up this attitude of, oh, I gotta buy something I have no interest in, I'm gonna fucking shit all over you with games that are gonna be 100 hours long, like Red Dead 1 and Red Dead 2, GTA 4. I'll fucking spite you, bitch.
I will spite you.
Don't start that war, Adrian.
Hey, there's 2 of us. There's 1 of you.
That's fine.
Even though
I
you
can
look
make
like-
your fucking experiences more miserable.
No, I'll watch mine on YouTube, but I don't care. You ain't going to. All right, Watch Dogs 2 though. That's my games gone by for March.
There
And,
you go. Watch Dogs 2 and Charles Barkley's Shut the Fuck Up and Jam.
And there will be a bonus episode somewhere in the middle of all that too. I'm telling you that now.
So wait, Charles Barkley's dumb
Shut up, a jam
Dumb
guide.
Jam. When is that? That's February.
Yeah, the end of February. Which let me pull that up on the key.
So that is gonna be
And then Adrian's is in March.
February 27th.
February
Or
27th is that one. My game is gonna be on March 26th.
Damn, we have 2 months for that.
Yeah, you got plenty of time, but I think that's a game that you're gonna want to kind of comb through. I 100% that game, so I'm happy to give you guys more time on that.
Okay.
I'm talking 100%. Like I got every collectible, side mission, everything.
I can't wait to kill people and then dance on their corpse.
And then
You don't know how long I've been waiting to do that.
let me get the full lowdown. Let me get full lowdown for this. February 13th is What Remains of Edith Finch. February 27th is Shut Up and Jam Gaiden.
Yep.
March 12th we have a Games Gone By.
Yes.
To be announced.
To be announced.
And then March 26th will be Watch Dogs 2. And then,
And
Gore has the honor of April Games Gone By.
And then April will be Red Dead Redemption 2.
Can you imagine? I would fucking
I
love
can, I
that.
can do it.
That'd be
Come on.
fucking amazing. Because you know why we played it? We're fucking men.
Look at him. He's gonna play it now and buy it.
And while he had Cyberpunk and Final Fantasy 70 still
Well,
playing.
no Cyberpunk. I got delayed.
Oh right. So wait, what's
Yeah.
what's in April again?
Final
Okay.
Fantasy.
Yeah, I keep forgetting what day everything is in.
And Evercade comes
I guess-
out.
I guess the Persona 5 is technically in April. I mean, it's the
Yeah.
Dude, yeah,
Yeah,
fuck
well,
David, dude, fuck David, Gore, just fucking do it.
All right. You're fucked, son.
I tried to be nice, do a small game. No, I see how it is.
I'm gonna give you a small something.
A small aneurysm after you're done playing all these
Yeah.
games.
Oh, no, that's gonna be a big one. I'm gonna give him a small penis.
I think at this rate, if we can kind of balance out well, I think we can do 2 games gone by a month. We'll see how that
Yeah.
goes though, because we are balancing it, 1 short game, 1 lengthy, or at least 1 like game chosen by ourselves.
All I'm gonna say is, I think
Fuck.
the next game I will do will be a long one because I've done 2 short ones. So I will try to balance it. So it's
You don't have to.
something that I think because I do want it to be something you guys will be interested in. As much as I make the joke that it's like, no, we're going to JRPG Central. I do want you guys to enjoy what we potentially play. So, and as much as I'm like, I'm going to fucking hate this, I know it's just me being like stuck in that mindset because I've been noticing there's been a lot of games that I've been kind of softening on. Although, goddamn, I got some fucking words about Edith Finch. But there's
Fucking love that game.
I would love if you psyched us out. That'd be the fucking greatest psych out of this podcast. Where you're just like,
I got some fucking words about that. We got some words about that. But there's been I've visual novels. We talked about this a little bit before. I have actually been softening on that. Valhalla and replaying through Doki Doki kind of like, yeah, okay, maybe I might like this genre more than I think. But no, there's still a lot of bullshit like Edith Finch that we'll be talking about soon. And I don't know. Maybe I might like Red Dead. I don't know. I might
I
like
genuinely
Watch
think
Dogs.
you're gonna eat your words so fucking hard on Red Dead. I'm not sure about Watch Dogs, but you're gonna eat your fucking words on Red Dead 2. I can promise you. I think you're gonna like be actually surprised at how much you're gonna enjoy that game.
Watch Dogs 2 had co-op, right?
Nope.
Oh, it did.
No, it did. It did.
I think
Watch
so.
Dogs 1 had co-op at least.
Watch Dogs 2 did have co-op.
Well, Watch Dogs 1 didn't have co-op. It had that stupid thing where you have to find the person that's like the agent or something like that. I don't know.
Yeah.
It was weird. Watch Dogs 2 did have co-op, yeah. I remember them announcing that.
Yeah. I don't know. We'll see how it goes. I'll probably
At least I vaguely remember that.
This is pay week, so I'll pick up Watch Dogs soon. And
It was like it's usually like on sale. Let me see how much it is used.
I mean, you can probably get it for like $15 used.
Probably even cheaper sometimes. Let me see.
Yeah, I'm sure on eBay you can get it for
Oh yeah, let me check eBay.
yeah, I'll check eBay real quick. So I don't care
Already
if I have
checking.
a PlayStation or Xbox. I'll get it, whatever.
Hey, already checking, fellow.
No, you know what? No,
Already
Watch
checked.
Dogs 2 on Xbox One.
Xbox One.
You can get it for $10 right now. I see some guy that has the best offer, or best offers. You can probably get it for like $7 right now. Let me see. You want the link to that? Do you see it?
I'm looking up now. I'll still have to wait till tomorrow to get it, but
What?
it's payday tomorrow.
You don't have
What?
$7 on you?
I'm one of those weird people that as soon as I know it's pay week, I
broke.
stop spending money. I don't have to. Because, well, the way I do it is anytime I have spare money on a pay week, I roll it into like a house payment or a car payment so I can pay them off faster. The way I'm currently projected is I'll be paying off like my car, which is a 7-year loan in 3 years, and then my house, which was a 30-year loan, I'll be paying that off in like 12. So I always do that as just a pay shit
Don't
off
make the
faster.
offer.
No. I can wait until fucking tomorrow.
Oh wait, no,
to
never
make
mind.
the
It's gone
goddamn
now.
offer. Fuck
All
you.
right, God of War though. We're doing God of War. This is what you guys are here for.
Are
We'll
we?
put the timestamp in there too to make sure
About
people have
20
one.
minutes into the God of War discussion, we're going to be
Only
talking about God of
14
War now.
minutes.
Whatever. By the time we actually start talking about it, it'll be 20.
We'll put the timestamps in it for sure. So let's get some first impressions up here. We will be showing off in the other bottom corner the trailer that we'll watch along with. Kind of doing some more stuff with that because we have that whole extra quadrant to do with now. But yeah, let's talk about this. So this was Gore. Let's talk about why you picked this.
Well, I had to play it finally. I mean, you know, everybody's
infamous,
saying it's
you know,
the game of the year. It's
Everyone on the internet
28
just shits all over you, and there's like,
Yeah, this game. Yeah, everybody shits on me.
I
there
noticed
is
that you turned off comments on the
there's a-
game.
I was like,
I
oh,
took a
God.
screenshot. I was watching that again actually because I want to see your full reaction to it.
Right.
So I took a screenshot of you going boo, and then I just took a screenshot with that with all comments disabled.
Which is bullshit because immediately after that I said like, no, I'm just joking. I wasn't. But you know, I didn't want to upset everybody. But you know what, the bullshit thing about that was someone took I've said this before, but someone took my reaction to that and made a compilation of a bunch of other people's reactions to winning Game of the Year. And they just cut off right when I went boo. So it really looked like I just didn't like it. And to the point everybody's like, that guy that said boo, he's a piece of shit. That guy sucks. There was like one guy defending me. I think there was one guy. Look that up.
There was some guy in there that's like, that guy's an asshole. You see what he does to his fans? I'm like, what? And he's like, yeah, he just talks shit on them. I'm like, no, that's just a joke though. Like every time you're like, yo, fuck anyone that likes this. No, I'm just kidding, but you know.
I mean, I don't know. People are so defensive nowadays on YouTube.
Okay. Look,
back in the 2008, man.
I'm gonna say this.
Anything.
I'm gonna say this, and like, I'm not gonna say what I'm gonna say. Fuck it. Let's talk about a little more. Then we'll ease that line and maybe see if we get there.
So God of War, I wanted to play because I love the original God of War games. God of War 1 and 2 were games I played with my friends. I don't hang out with them anymore.
Fuck them.
Personal reasons. Yeah, fuck them. But I played those games are so good. God of War 1 is great. God of War 2 is amazing. That was a game that
I've never played a God of War game.
God of War 2 is amazing. It's my favorite in the first 3 at least. And that game I remember
that game came out on PS2 after PS3 came out.
After PS, that's what I was gonna say because I was upset that PS3 came out and it was so hard to get. I didn't have one. I had a 360, so I was okay. But I really wanted a PS3, and then not even, I think it was like 3 months later, God of War 2 came out on PS2. I think it came out like February of 2007, I believe. I'm guessing maybe it's March. But that game came out, and it was like, whoa. It was like, it looked better than pretty much like if you just up-res that game to like 1080p, that game would look like at least like like 2 times as good as any game on the PS3. Like Resistance, what the fuck else came out? Genji Days of the Blade or whatever that was called. Like it was a great looking game, but that game was fun. I mean, the combat was great. I'm talking about all the games, even the third game. The combat's great. Kratos is probably the biggest dickhead in gaming, and he's one of the most unlikable characters ever. So to make that character likable and relatable and sympathetic is probably the hardest thing you do. But Cody Barlog, who also, I think he wrote the first one.
Corey Barlog?
Cody. Corey. I always do that. Corey Barlog. He wrote. I'm pretty sure he wrote the first one. I don't know if he wrote the other ones, but he had some involvement. Like I think maybe he was a lead designer or something. But he wanted to. It took him 5 years to make this game, but he made Kratos sympathetic, and which is I thought would be impossible, but he did it, and yeah, I really wanted to play it, so that's why I picked it. I thought January would be a perfect time for it, especially we just came out of the last year, which had some great games. And figured we play the game that everybody considers the best game of the year prior. So, God of War.
I've never played a God of War, so I'm kind of curious to go back now and just see how fucking much I just hate Kratos with the context of God of War 2018 in my mind.
Everything. All right, can I just say this?
Yeah.
Every smart decision Kratos makes in this game, this new God of War game, where he's just like, I'm not gonna kill this guy, and every lesson he's teaching Atreus throughout the entire game.
He does not exist before.
Does not exist. He's a completely different character to the point where it's a different voice actor too that plays him in the first 3 games. They don't even get the same guy.
Kratos in the first original games is literally just, oh, are you alive?
Ares! Ares! Kill you! You tricked me, you fuck! And he comes up and he kills everybody. All right, there's a perfect example of how much of a dick he is. In God of War 3, he has to hold a door open so you can go past it because it's a puzzle. It's a door puzzle. Every game has these. Instead of just like, I don't know, using a block or something, there's just like this girl there, and he puts her under the fucking. It's an innocent woman too. She's there. She's innocent, whatever. And he uses her as a door wedge, just like right there. Let her like hold the door up until she gets squished. He don't give a shit. Like Kratos from the first 3 games doesn't care, which I love. I love it. He's unlikable dick, but I love it. He's like if I keep equating everything to Doom, but it's like Doomslayer if Doomslayer could talk and
just angry. Just
and he
aesthetic
demoniates gods. Yeah, he's just angry. He's an angry man.
Yeah, but Doom Guy's also trying to save people still, like in a sense, you know?
Yeah, that's true.
Whereas Kratos is just, I need to kill everything.
Yeah, to the point where he damns so many people. He screws over
like fucking Athena's like, oh yeah, you could potentially do some good. You're like, what? Do good? No, I'm just gonna go fucking kill everyone.
And then there's a collection on PS4, else. Right?
It should be called God of Vengeance because that's every game is.
Yeah.
Just
like, how much is a collection on PS4 and how long are the games?
I don't think there's
very short. They're like 5-6 hours.
Yeah, the first 2 are like 5, 6, 7 hours tops. The third game, I think, is around the same.
They're not really a collection on PS4?
I'm pretty sure there's not a collection on PS4.
No, there isn't.
Yeah, the third game got remastered.
You know what? I might have it on Vita.
That's good. Play those 2 on Vita and then play the third one on PS4.
The third one's on PS4 because it launched on PS4, and 1 got remastered for PS4.
Yeah, the remaster came out on PS4. The PSP games are actually pretty good, too.
Yeah, I remember Chains of Olympus being all right.
Yeah, Ghost of Sparta's good. Ghost of Sparta has his brother, which never gets mentioned again.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I love the original God of War game. So it's just funny playing this game. And he's like, the opening shots him like just like not sensually. That's not the right word, but him just like
very sensual, Kratos.
very sensually touching that tree. No, he's just like it's very emotional. Obviously, something just happened. We don't know yet. He's just like gently touching a tree. I'm like, real Kratos. I mean, he does end up cutting the tree down, but real Kratos would have just grabbed the tree and ripped it off and then shoved it down a demon's throat or whatever. Fuck. So.
Yeah, real Kratos would have been like, "Ah, tree!" and then just shot through it.
I must make the gauntlets to kill my enemy.
God damn, I have so much games to play.
That was his daughter's name.
I got so many games I want to play, but you guys are kind of selling me on how much I want to.
God of War 1.
I want to play with the opposite kind of mindset, knowing that. Also, you lied to me. The God of War, how long to beat is 9 hours.
Yeah, you can play God of War 1, 2, and 3 as like prequels, pretty much.
Yeah.
It almost feels like that would be perfect. Like playing 1, 2, and 3, and then 4 is great. And
I will say it'll be curious to see your reaction of like going back and having never played those original ones and just being like, oh man, this was kind of weird to see this is how that led into that.
Just watching Kratos make the worst decisions ever in the first 3 games. It's just like it's not worse. It's not bad decisions. Like, oh no, now he's trapped in a dungeon. Oh no, now he's screwed. I mean, there's moments like that, but it's more like, oh no, now everybody around him is dead. He doesn't care though, so it's not a bad decision for him. He doesn't give a shit. But it's just like he could have negated all that bad stuff from happening. But
Kratos, are you sure you want to go rampaging through the under? No, he just fucked up the life cycle. Oh shit.
Oh, he did that. Oh, now the tidal waves everywhere. Okay, all right. Cities are being sunken.
Oh, the God of Gods is here. He's gonna set. Oh no! Oh no! Okay, all right.
Is Ascension Ascension? I know because God of War Ascension and okay, I know because God of War Ascension and Gears of War Judgment kind of came out at the same time, but everyone's like, just skip both.
And both of them had like the
lowest review of the series.
Yeah, and also they both had not similar stories, but both of them were like completely useless. And so when it comes to the stories, like they're like, I'm not even kidding. Like Ascension is like doesn't add anything new to the lore at all.
Yeah, you really only need to play 1 through 3.
So I shouldn't bother with Chains of Olympus or Ghost of Sparta.
So at least Ghost of Sparta, like they introduce his brother, so it's just like, oh, that's
Chains
cool.
of Olympus. So Chains of Olympus, no, and then Ascension, no.
No, it's not. It's not needed, but at least it's kind of cool. It's just like, oh, we get to know more of his backstory. In Ascension, it's literally go here and do that.
And what you say it introduces what?
Huh?
You said Ascension introduces what?
Oh no, Ascension doesn't do shit. Okay. I say Ghost of Sparta. That's the second PSP game. At least introduces his brother, so it adds something like, oh, we get to know his backstory a little bit.
Chains of Olympus, I should skip.
Chains of Olympus is good too. Yeah, play that. I mean,
Ascension is the one you should skip.
You should just play the first 3, to be honest. Like you don't need to play the PSP games. Just play the first.
I'll see how much I like the series. If I like them, I'll go back.
Yeah, just play the first one. The first one actually holds up pretty well. I played it a little while ago on the Vita.
Okay. And I'll probably do that. So let's talk about God of War 2018 though. David, impressions.
Yeah, so my initial thoughts, I was really excited to actually play this, hence why I basically fucking played it as soon as Gore announced that we were doing it.
And then scolded us for like, oh, you guys haven't played it yet, even though you played it 5 weeks in advance.
Yeah. But I was really excited to play it. Like, I loved the original God of Wars on PS2, and I played God of War 3 on PS3 and all that. And it's one of those things that my initial impression of God of War 2018 can basically be summarized in this of, why does Kratos have this is weird, he's not just angry all the time. All right, well, there's boy. Okay, I remember him having a boy. Well, I mean, he had one, but never came back. Yeah. I thought he did originally have. I thought he had both. He had a son and a daughter.
Maybe he did. But Calliope is the one I always remember.
Because I could have sworn he had both a son and a daughter originally.
Maybe he did. I don't remember.
But then it's like, all right, well, that's going on. Huh. I wonder if they'll do anything with that. Whatever. And then playing it through, it was kind of an interesting thing of like, my Norse mythology is kind of rusty, but I was a mythology kid in high school. It's like, oh, that'd be kind of neat if that went into what could potentially happen later. Later happens. Oh, that's the direction they took. And it's one of those things that this game is kind of interesting because it does a really good job of not only just rewarding God of War fans because you get to see a whole different side of Kratos. Like Gore was saying, it's very bizarre to take a character like Kratos that was just a living vengeance boner, and just actually making a very sympathetic and very heartwarming, honestly, considering story and seeing the progression that goes through. And honestly, it was really cool to see a game that also rewarded people that had mythology knowledge, because there was a lot of things set up in that game in the very beginning, and as you kind of go through, where it's like, I kind of remember that character, like the very first kind of villain they introduce. It's like, someone that can't be. Yeah, it was like, all right, I vaguely remember a guy that couldn't be beaten. Wasn't he beaten by like Loki or something? And then there's like that thought that kind of clicks in the back of the mind. And then there's other things and other comments made throughout the game, and it's like, I remember that being associated to Loki. Interesting. And then you have that thought of, where is Loki in all this? And and the game does a very good job of rewarding you for those kinds of thoughts, which I really appreciated. The combat was the weirdest thing to get used to. The older God of Wars were very just fast-paced, crazy action. It was more Devil May Cry in style.
Yeah,
and
definitely.
And this was kind of not quite Souls-like, but it was that weird in between of like a Devil May Cry and a Dark Souls, where it's like it's still much more methodical, and you can't just go wildly swinging, but at the same time, you kind of need that same level of speed. And it was absolutely rewarding fucking gameplay. I played it on hard and had a hell of a good time with it.
I felt the controls. I never got the controls down. Like it was even like after the end. There were times where I just started fucking up the controls. I feel like at some point, like just there were too many.
Too.
There's too many. Hold this trigger to hold this out, and
Yeah,
then
me
hold
too.
this,
Like with
hold
some
the,
of
the bumper
the
to hold
runic
this
abilities.
out. Yeah, and I would just start throwing stuff, or then like I would mistime things. So like, when I was trying to throw an axe, I would just do a heavy slam down. I get that that's a lot of user error, but I feel like that's also there was just so much just flickering back and forth of just things that I just. And I'm not saying it's bad, but I definitely had a lot more mistakes than I have in games in general. Just even by the end of like 20 hours, I'm like, I feel like I shouldn't be like having missteps like this.
I feel like it may be like, out of quick curiosity, did you guys switch up your runic abilities a lot, or?
Yeah.
No.
Well, not a lot, but like whenever
Okay.
when I got a better one that had like a better like stats and also a better like for all my, well, not even just the runic stuff, but just like the socket things you could put into your armor.
The socks
and stuff.
I swapped out a lot.
Yeah, I swapped out a lot. The runic ones I did just to try them out because I'd be like, oh, that one's cool. You could like throw your axe and it creates like a storm around you, and it's like, oh, that's cool. And I want to switch one around now. This one does like a ground pound or whatever. This one you throw the axe out and it just like stays in place and just fucks some guy up while you're doing something else.
Yeah, I kept that one and I kept the large slam down that froze people.
Yeah, slam down.
But I kept those two.
I like the one where you just like
time.
make a giant slash in front of you and just like creates like a giant like slash.
I look at them. I just love the two attacks that I had. It's like I kind of kept them.
Yeah,
because like,
I would always switch them out just to try it.
Because I didn't bother trying out most of them because I'm a creature of habit. Once I find something I like, I just stick with it. So I wonder if maybe that could potentially be why it didn't bother me at all. I thought they were.
No, you and I did the same. I stuck with it, but I just think it was I think it was just a little bit too much flickering around with the holding things down and pushing out.
Yeah, just there was only a few times where I was just like I was getting swamped. I played it on normal. I didn't play it on hard. But normal sometimes it would mess you up. So there's just times where I'm just like I'm getting a little flustered. And I'm just like ooh, I'm trying to do my runic ability, but I'm fucking throwing my axe and then I'm getting my ass beat. I'm pressing the wrong button to bring the fucking axe back. I'm like, all right, cool. And I'm just getting destroyed. I only died 4 or 5 times in the game. One of them was through a puzzle.
I did a lot.
Well, you played on hard.
I didn't play on hard.
Yeah, I maybe I died more. I don't know. That's the only times I remember. And one of them was like I died. Well, actually, that's not true. I died twice on puzzles. One of them was during one that you sink. I'll just say that. And I was just like, I'm trying, but I don't fucking understand this. And then another one was I had Sawblade kill me.
The one that really started to begin my adventure of dying fucking constantly was when you go into this temple and you have like all the different little rooms that have the challenges to kind of clear. And I'm trying to not to get into spoiler territory just yet, but you have the one that has like the cats.
I think we can go into spoiler territory. This is a game that if you're not at this point, we're spoiling things.
Right,
we don't want to limit a discussion and potentially forget where we're at.
Yeah, so when Atreus dies.
Officially full sports territory. So that temple where you have to go where you first fight like the giant tree ancient, inside of there, and you had the kind of different rooms that had like the one had like the hag and then one had the cats and everything. That cat room was the beginning of me starting to die a fucking lot in this game because that thing one shot every time and there was fucking 3 of them. Fuck, that was a pain in the ass to get through.
The witch characters?
No, the witch characters were fine. That was just a matter of patience. The cats were what fucked me up most.
The cats.
I don't even think I got to that.
Are those the ones that dig into the ground?
No, they literally just looked like fucking giant panther things. Actually, no, they were wolves.
There you go.
Wolves. Okay.
Yeah, wolves. Yeah. My brain was thinking.
So question in the game. Before we'll get into all the more story stuff, but like how far into the game did you guys start attacking the Valkyries?
I waited until
like
I've done everything else.
Last 5 hours. I only fought one, and that's one of the times I died.
I beat the game first, and then I did the Valkyries.
I only did one Valkyrie.
Because I tried doing it the first time I fought it, and I'm like, well, that's not happening. Yeah. And then I ran into some other guy on top of a place, and I got fucked up there. But I was always very adamant that if a fight looked doable, even if I got fucked up, I would sit there and just mash it out. So there were some fights that I sit there for like 45 minutes, just like dying over and over again, but I'm like that close, and I'm like I'm super underleveled, but I'm that close to finishing it. And then I would eventually do it, but I mean it was like totally could have ran off, done that, and then came back later. But I'm like I'm gonna either forget about this plate or not want to do it afterwards. So I'm gonna do it now.
It ends up being better if you do it later anyway.
Yeah, because I already knew the Valkyries were going to be a nightmare because that's one of the few things that people that talk about this game still today are always like, no, the Valkyries are really fucking hard. So I was like, I'll beat the game.
Well, they mentioned that too. Like they point out specifically at the end, they're like, hey, we can free those Valkyries at the end.
Legendary favors, they call them, or whatever, right?
Yeah. So I mean, they make it a point that those Valkyries are kind of like an end game thing or post game thing, but I actually had a lot of fun. Like it was almost like turning up the hard mode when I was like, I want to really beat these guys just to. Yeah.
Also, out of quick curiosity, which weapon did you guys use the most?
Oh! Can we talk about that?
Yeah. Actually, yeah. Let's talk about that.
11 out of 10 moment. Because
no shit. Oh my god.
Right when I think it was Freya that said you need a different weapon.
Yes.
And then I just zoomed in on Kratos' face. I was like. Oh shit! We getting the Blades of Chaos.
That's awesome that you guys haven't had that spoiled too.
I kind of did, but not really.
Going into it.
Hold on, really quick. I have an issue with you, Gore.
What?
It's just a personal issue.
All right, fucker, go ahead.
I need you to stop saying "spoiler alert" after someone's a spoiler, just in case that they're paying attention. Because this is totally off topic. I've been trying so hard the last week to get the uncut. No, not the what's the other fucking movie? Good Time.
Okay.
I was thinking High Life. I've been trying so hard to get that fucking Good Time spoiler that fucking Kyle said.
Yeah.
Because I wasn't listening. You know, I zone the fuck out. I don't listen to half the conversations that we have. Okay. But because he said, "Oh, that's a spoiler," and my brain latched on to that. No, but if you had never said that, I would have not even thought about it.
So you don't listen to the motherfucker. Like,
but I wouldn't have even heard that. But because he said spoiler, my brain's like, "What?" And then
it's not even really that much of a spoiler. Anyway.
I'm trying to forget it, so I'm gonna watch it next year. At this point, I'm fucking pissed. I was so mad. we had a call. And
that's not a big deal. Bro. That's not why the movie's great.
I know, but now I just want to forget it. But
you're not going to, so doesn't matter.
I know it. I'm
sure you won't, and you'll never fucking watch
it. There was a Life is Strange spoiler that someone told me a while ago, and I'm slowly forgetting it because now I'm like, it involves this person, but I forget what happened now. So I'm like, I'm getting there. It just took about 1.5 years or 2 years to get there. But I'm trying so hard. But I was just so
Still
mad.
trying to forget that Darth Vader is Luke's. Oh shit! Sorry, never mind.
Yeah.
Fuck.
But no, like I actually had that somewhat spoiled for me because I looked up the trophy list because I'm
Stop
like,
doing
maybe I'll try
that.
to 100% that. And so I had that kind of spoiled for me.
And I'm gonna call somebody out. Okay. Yeah, I know IGN spoiled it, but I didn't know that until after because I watched a playthrough after I was done. Not a whole playthrough, but I watched all like the reactions to
People
it.
doing reactions.
Because I want to see the reactions. And one of them in the chat, someone said like, "Hey, IGN spoiled this," and then they went off like, "Fuck IGN." But that's not what I'm saying. But whatever. That's really annoying that IGN spoiled it in their review though, supposedly. But one of my favorite channels, Red Layer Media, they have they have a gaming section, I guess. They don't do videos anymore, but they did, and they review God of War, and I watched their review, and you just see Kratos using the Chaos Blades, just using them. I'm like, wait, well, what the fuck? They don't say spoiler alert. They didn't say like anything. Then they even show a cutscene of him getting them. So
that's so fucking.
I had it kind of spoiled because I thought maybe that was gonna be like an unlockable thing, like just a fun thing.
Oh, okay,
hey,
so at least you got that. It was a cool story moment.
I stopped it immediately when I saw that too. I was like, I'm
that
not
is such a beautiful build up because you have that moment where like you were starting to say, it's like, oh man, you need to go into hell, and there's just no fire that we have here that's just powerful enough to endure the freezing temperatures there. And I was like, Chris just like I got a weapon, I'll be right back,
give me a weapon.
And you just have that somber boat ride the whole way where Athena's taunting you, and it's just like, oh,
so I'm assuming that was the payoff if you had played the prior games.
It's
when
such
Athena
an
shows up,
amazing
it's just,
payoff.
because Athena in the first 3 games is the one like urging you to continue, like, go ahead and do this next, Kratos. Yay, like vengeance, right? Because it helps her in the long run. I'm not gonna say anything else, but not much to spoil now in God of War 1, 2, or 3 because you saw what the reveals were in this game.
Right.
But,
it's more the moments I'm kind of going for though.
God of War 1, 2, and 3 is about the moments, not the story, I will say.
Yeah.
But this game, when Athena showed up,
I was assuming that was, you know what, that gave me, and this is totally the most vague way I could say this about Red Dead 2. It gave me that one horse ride vibe, and that's what kind of was thinking. I was like, this kind of feels like it kind of has like a reminiscing feel to it, and I'm just missing it because obviously I've not played these other games.
That basically was an entire allusion to the original games, and it was such a powerful scene. So that's why I'm kind of curious to see how you go back and react, because as people that played the original God of War, this was like a huge fucking thing of, oh shit, we've been getting used to like Dad Kratos this whole game, and now he's going back. He's gonna be angry boy again.
And I will say that axe is still super fun even toward like the end of the game. Like there is no point in which the axe is not fun, but like even the whips are just so fucking.
Oh yeah,
so
the Chaos Blades are so fucking good.
That's why they're
the second
one of the
I
best.
got those, I did not stop using them unless I had to.
Well, the axe I would use just like because I was using the blades too long. I was just like, I need to switch back to the.
Did you guys have I forget the battle was a side mission or a main mission where it was swapping between the elements. So you had to swap between your axe and then the blades. That was super fun. I thought that was a really cool.
I could be wrong. I think that was main.
That was a side one.
Was that side? Okay, I know what you're talking about.
That was super fun. I was like, that was super cool.
No, wait, no, that was the main. That was what's his name? Boulder, right?
Oh yeah, you're right.
Yeah, it was Boulder because he would switch back to fire and then ice and stuff.
Right,
I thought that was fun to like kind of like you had to swap between your weapons and.
Yeah, that was awesome. I do wish it was a little bit quicker to switch because it feels like you put the axe back
and then some.
Yeah, I wish it was just like sure, and then you just keep.
Yeah, and then I feel like
he immediately wraps him around and pulls out.
And then I feel like the for the speed,
I feel like there should have been better combos in between, like to switch in between and stuff. I guess there was kind of that, but it was.
And then I feel like
wasn't as snappier.
It wasn't snappy, and then sometimes you would get so quick trying to do it that you would just put everything away, and then you're just like fists up, and I was like,
you're just beating people up with your fist.
Yeah,
that's cool too. I mean, I like going. I like going.
But I wish it was just snappy. I wish it was a way to.
Sometimes.
Yeah,
I wish
throw
it was
my
like
axe at their face and then beat their fucking dick in. And
I
that's
wish
how
it was
I
like
do it, baby.
I wish it was like left is axe, right is blades, and down is just nothing, and that's the only way you can swap between those three. Instead of like you can double click this to like put this away or double click that. I felt like no, just give me a way to snap it back and forth. But
I will say though, yeah, I agree. I wish it was way snappier and just I don't know. But I will say this: I love the blades, but when it comes to range, they kind of suck. Because I mean,
oh
it's
yeah,
cool
it's all about
to
crowd
pull 'em-
control with that.
You could do that scorpion shit and bring them over. But when you're trying to aim at stuff, you're like, I'm close enough, and then you throw it at something, and it just doesn't hit it. I'm like,
I wish it would give you a
please?
notification on whether or not it would hit something, like a really clear one though. Like
Yeah, like a much clearer one.
yeah, because
Because it would like show the little icon thing
that was too
showed,
small for in the middle of
but
everything.
but it would also show it, and I would throw it, and it wouldn't hit. I'm like,
You know what was
and then there's times where it wouldn't show it, and I would throw it, and it would connect. I'm like,
You know what
I
my
don't-
favorite thing though was with the blades is that when you do that and then you hold it and you could like whip them with a giant blast, it just blew everyone up. I'm like,
yeah,
right.
you could like the fire.
And I like grabbing the same guy over and over again, just doing that.
Oh, it's really good. You know what I love doing is the little nightmare guys.
Is that
Grabbing one of those? Yeah, the nightmare guy. Where are they?
Yeah.
Meters? I don't fucking know. You do the little floaty guys, the balls.
Nightmare,
And you
yeah.
just grab one of them and just fucking toss them over to somebody else, and they explode.
I tossing him over another nightmare.
Yeah, little nightmare, whatever they're called.
No, so that was the moment that you were talking about, right? Where you were like, yeah for like,
Oh yeah, boy.
There you go.
For like 5 minutes until he got him. Yeah, because immediately the zoom in, he's just like he knows what he has to get, and they also in the beginning of the game, when he tells Atreus to go into the basement,
you never let me down here.
Yeah, you never let me down there, and then when he like goes in the house, I'm like,
He's like,
oh, that's where they are.
Brown, don't you fucking touch anything down there. It's like, oh, okay.
Can you imagine Trace comes up with these things? What are these?
Because like I love that line too, but Trace is like, "Oh, is that a family heirloom?" No, this is
Never
not
will
a
be.
family heirloom.
It never will be.
So really quick before we get into actual like deep talks about this at the end, I missed something at the end. What was that ending that?
Oh, the home. You didn't go to home.
I didn't go home afterwards. Was I supposed to?
Yes.
Okay,
Yeah.
tell me what
That's
happened
where
then.
you get the
I
actual-
deleted the game because I needed
You
PS4.
deleted the game.
I need PS4 space for other games.
For what games? Which ones?
I forget what I was starting installing.
Give me a list.
I have the disc. I can install, but I'm not going to. What happened?
All right. This is what happened because it's pretty badass. Maybe you should just watch it. I don't know. Should we talk
Yeah.
about it?
No,
It's
I can
pretty
put the
awesome.
video. We can put the video. We can put the video.
Okay. Well,
Wait,
I'll say
wait.
this. It's, all right.
Let's watch it.
You
Fuck
want to
it.
watch it? Oh yeah.
What's
It
it- what-
basically sets up the sequel.
All right. What do I need to type?
God of War
Epilogue.
ending.
Epilogue, because it's not an ending; it's the epilogue. Yeah.
Sure, but it's barely an epilogue. I went straight home and it got me. Oh yeah, the music. Let's listen to that.
Is it? Whoops.
Oh,
Hey,
actually,
kinda-
no, it was that Thor secret.
This
ending
thing?
right there. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Well,
shit,
that
I think I
spoils
did-
it right
I did
there,
fuck up. That's fine.
It's still cool.
All right. Let's see this.
All right, let me move this shit.
That's gonna be put in the fourth quadrant, right?
Yeah, I'll just-
Yeah.
There you
All right.
There you go.
So now you're really getting fucking spoilers if you
Time
didn't
to
pay
rest.
attention up
I'm
to
gonna
this point.
sleep through winter.
Yeah, you can go straight home after, even though their home looks like shit. But this is the only part that kind of annoyed me when you go to
Okay, this'll do.
Mimir's. MVP.
I fucking loved Mimir in
Sleep.
this whole game. God damn, that was
Way
great.
ahead of you.
All right, this is the only part I don't like. You'll see.
Years later.
Yeah, it's a little silly. Watch, just watch.
The ball.
Years later, he looks the same.
That's weird. Yeah.
Dude.
All right.
Wait. That's a good fucking ending. And then they roll credits right here. Watch.
Oh, that's where the roll credits were.
Yeah, the real
Yeah.
credits.
I was wondering, present day. Well, that's
Well,
weird.
This is after it goes back to the game. I will
Yeah,
say
that's a
this,
little
they
weird.
explain right here that it was a dream.
Oh.
They explain it right here. Atreus
Atreus,
says, "I had a
are you
weird
ready?"
dream."
Yeah,
Wait, watch.
but-
He said,
I had the weirdest dream.
Hey.
Fimbulwinter was ending, and Thor came for us. here at the house.
It was only a dream.
But it felt different. It felt real.
Or
It felt like
prophecy, I guess.
the future.
Then we will worry about it tomorrow. Today.
Oh, well, there you go.
That why does they? Oh, well, I guess that makes sense as far as years, but then they should have aged him up.
I know it's just
a
it was
little
just
weird,
unneeded.
but
It
that
could've
was
just
pretty
been-
badass, though.
It could have just been. I guess it makes sense because they don't want to say like they don't want to make it seem like it's the next day if it's going to be a
Yeah.
prophecy, right?
Did So wait, did you guys know to go to the house?
Yeah.
No, I just went to the house. I was just like because I was going to the house because I think I had something else to do there, and I wanted to see if they would say anything like any dialogue
That's
because
smart.
I immediately knew they talk pretty much any point in the game, which is really cool. You can go anywhere and they'll have new things to say, which is cool. Like Mimir will say.
I plan to
some
go back to it eventually, but I want to get through other stuff. I have a lot of other games to get through.
And I opened the door. I was like, and then it's just like, let's go to bed. I'm like, I'll go to bed. I'm tired.
Which, how
I just
hyped
find it
were you over
funny
that?
he slept with like Mimir's head.
How does he,
No,
dude? How has he not crushed that head every time he falls like 50 feet from?
It's a strong head, man.
Also next to his ass.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
whatever. Mimir probably doesn't. He can't smell anything anymore.
So I'm guessing you guys got fucking hyped over that.
Oh yeah, I got real fucking hyped.
Like fucking Thor. I knew it was
Did you
Thor
think-
immediately because of the thunder, and then they
Yeah.
showed him Mjolnir. I was like, oh.
Did you think it was gonna be a
I was
boss
like,
battle for
"Oh,
a
man,
second?
make this happen. I need it. I need this God of War 2. Let's go.
They do line up a lot of things that are lined up. But no. What I was asking for is when he looks behind the tapestry. What was that? I missed that.
Tapestry.
When he's watching, Trey's like, "This is us. This is the whole prophecy." And it's like, the story.
That. Oh, you missed a part where it's him dead. Kratos is dead, and Atreus is holding him. So
Okay, that's what it was. Okay, I couldn't recognize that. I couldn't see
it
what
didn't
it was.
happen in this game. I thought it was just. I thought right when I saw that it was gonna happen like 20 minutes later or so in the game. But no.
Okay, I couldn't
Everything
tell what
else
that was.
came true. So
Which actually talking about that tapestry, that kind of goes now that we're in full spoiler territory. That was one of those things that I was mentioning earlier of like, man, where is Loki in this game? Huh. Loki was the one that killed Baldur originally. That's interesting. I wonder, with that. And then Atreus talking earlier in the game of like, oh, I wonder if I can turn it to animals and shit. It's like, I remember Loki could do that. I wonder if Loki will appear. And so many other little lines of dialogue throughout the whole game. It's like, yeah, that's all shit Loki would do. Where is Loki? And it's like, oh, his original name was going to be Oh,
yeah,
he's Loki. Oh.
I was pretty low key. If you get what I mean.
Ah! Fucking got him.
That's me. Anyway, I do find that moment it reminded me a lot of like Dark Knight Rises. You remember that
With Robin?
Dark Knight Rises? Adrian? He's like, I really like your name, Robin.
Yeah,
He's like Robin,
and they just look at the
Get it?
camera.
He's just like Loki. That's me.
I did like the really elegant way of putting the main credits on the way back.
Yeah, that was
Also,
really nice.
I will say this. My biggest pet peeve in video games is when I have to stand there and let the dialogue run, knowing that the dialogue is
Yeah.
gonna get cut off.
When you're on the boat, you don't
Yeah.
want it to end yet. So
Yeah,
you
but I
just
will
wait.
say, so Red Dead does that a lot. Red Dead, if you're like sprinting somewhere, you'll get cut off and you will not have that dialogue anymore. At least when you're in the
That's
open
not
world.
true. Well, Red Dead, there'll be just like with GTA 5, they'll do a thing where you'll be like, anyway, what were you saying, and then they'll continue the dialogue, won't they?
Main like main missions when you're like
Well, side missions too, I think.
I don't
sure.
I think sometimes it got cut off.
Maybe
But-
you're right. I don't remember.
But so they did the whole like cut that off. But I feel like it was really paced well for you to walk through. I feel like games do not ever account for the pace that you're gonna walk through, and when you get to the end, the dialogue ending there. I feel like people just dialogue and then you're standing there and you're like, well, I don't know if the dialogue is gonna get cut off, so I'm gonna stand right here in front of the door like an idiot.
But at least God of War did do it so that way they do go back to it. Like
They
if
do
you're
go
ever in
back.
the middle of a story, like
That's a story for another time or something.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we'll finish this later.
Which
And then
I
as
really
you
like.
go boating back out, Trace will be like, hey, by the way, fucking decapitated head, what were you saying earlier about this story's not appropriate for me? He's like, oh yeah, I was in the middle of a story. Let me tell you about this time here.
So story wise, so yeah, I felt Again, not having any context behind God of War. I just knew he was a dick, and then I gave a mini review. If people have been noticing on Twitter, I've been keeping track of every game that I played through this year, and I gave just a Twitter length review of it. And this one, I even acknowledge, I'm like, this is a shocking reboot that they've done, that they were able to do what they did with franchise that I've never played, but I know is notorious for, like, I've never heard anyone say they like Kratos.
Yeah.
Like, and it's not necessarily like
I mean, he's
people
an
can
iconic
people can think he's
character,
cool,
sure.
right? And they can like him that, but not like genuinely like Kratos, you know?
No. Yeah, there's nothing redeemable, really. The only redeemable thing is that he kind of cared about his family, but the first 5 minutes of God of War 1, he murders his family. So
Right.
And then fucks a bunch of random women.
yeah, mini games, of course. Every God of War. I mean, not this one, obviously, but imagine this one has just a random.
Boy, mini, stay here. I got business
Stay
to
here.
take care of.
There's some ladies over here.
Yeah, Freya.
Yeah.
Literally the only one that you saw.
I was actually kind of expecting
Oh,
something to
Valkyries.
happen with Freya, with Kratos there, but
I
No,
thought
considering
that
it was a journey for the mom, I didn't think anything was gonna happen.
I think that would have been a little bit too. I will say I don't really like what they did with her character later in the game. I think it was I get it, but it was like way too quick and way too sudden of a
It should have been
change in
more.
her
It should have been more
personality.
subtle. It should have been more subtle
it
because I feel
kinda
like
fits, but
It did fit. It was a little too quick though. It was like from 60. It was like 60% the way there to and then 100%. It's like okay. And they mentioned the son.
yeah.
And I immediately know who it is. So I was just like, okay, of course. And then later on, yeah, you find out. I guess we're in spoilers. It's Boulder.
Yeah.
yeah, no, we're way in spoilers.
Which again, if you know mythology, you can know that anyways. But
Um,
that's what I was talking about earlier. It's like I really appreciated how they tried to keep it as much as possible to mythology, because there was a lot of story beats that's like, oh, okay, I remember that in mythology. I wonder if it'll happen the same. Oh, yep, it happened the same way. Okay.
So,
That was the one thing about Loki. Isn't in the mythology, Loki is like part giant, right?
Yes, he is
Okay.
half giant.
That's one thing.
how do
that
you not
Thor-
fucking conclude this on your own?
Huh?
How does David not conclude this on his own at some point?
What do you mean?
How do
They
you?
don't tell you he's half giant until later in the game.
Well, it was one of those things that I was
No,
waiting
they-
for. Look, I wasn't expecting Atreus to be half giant because.
But they say he was.
They say he was 5 minutes before they.
Yeah,
said
but
his
I'm
name
saying
was
you
Loki.
still didn't know that by like even like a minute before they revealed that.
Well, because like it's going off of pre-established God of War. I'm like, why would I ever think Kratos' wife in Greece would be fucking half giant from this area? It's
Yeah.
one of those things that it's like, yeah, they moved here at some point, probably to hide from the few remaining fucking Greek gods Kratos didn't fucking kill. And it's like, all right, well, it makes sense. She fell in love with this place after moving here. Whatever. They have no connection to this area prior. Whatever. Moving on with my day. And then it's like, huh.
Okay.
All these comments that are aligning with Loki. Yeah, where is he, by the way, anyways? And it's like, it just didn't click on my head that that's what they were hinting to, because going off pre-established God of War, everything had to do with Greece. I would not assume anything having to do with prior God of War would have to do with Greece, or would have to do with what's going on here.
Right.
That's fair.
I get it. You're slow. It's fine.
I'm gonna fucking punch you, kid.
Go ahead. I dare you, bro.
punch your camera. See if that hurts him.
Yeah, punch my camera. Oh shit.
Oh shit.
Where'd you
All right,
think I was going?
That was the dumbest. That was dumbest like fucking transition I've ever seen. Just.
I've been jerking off basically since I got home tonight.
Yeah, and he also talking about Kratos being pissed.
Yeah.
So the story for me, it was I knew the context of Kratos, but I didn't get the dude. It was a hard game for me to get through, just because I feel like I was not in the mood for God of War, and the character, because I didn't have that connection or not knowing the transition, it was hard for me to grasp that connection right away. You know, every other story has like a narrative of like a parental figure and a younger person.
Yeah.
It's a lot easier to it's because you got likable people right away, right? I didn't like
It's very
Atreus.
similar to Last of Us.
Yeah, but even then, I liked Joel at the beginning. I like there was because you know
Yeah,
why?
well,
It's because
yeah, but-
because the fucking the very first.
Well, because Last of Us, it made sense to have that because it's a character we don't know yet. if Kratos in the first 10 minutes had a really sad scene where he lost his daughter, spoilers for Last of Us, then you'd be like, oh, but I played 3 games.
No, but
murder innocent people. I can't.
But I get, but the intrigue came from you guys knowing the transition right off the bat, right out the gate. You guys see that transition, where it's a lot more of a repressed Kratos. I didn't have that, so it just felt to me like
just
a guy that was like very upset, but like holding it in, and then Atreus who was so fucking annoying for a long time. And my God.
Dude, that moment where he becomes, I mean, everybody, I'm sure everybody.
Dude, I literally,
he's a god. I wanted him to die.
Legitimately, like, I was like, if they keep this, because they were like going overboard with how much he was fucking saying stuff. Like, it was to the point where I was like, they need to fucking stop, because I swear to God, this lasts another hour, I'm gonna like not like this game, because it was so that, and I get that maybe that's what they were going for, and that's why it worked out. That's probably the benefit of the game, that they made this character that I was like, all right, he's kind of annoying, he's a fucking kid, but like to the point where I was like, I fucking
until that moment.
Yeah.
I had no issues with them.
Right, but I'm saying
I liked him more than I like Kratos until that moment.
It's because he was overly talkative at times, but he talked for Kratos a lot too. That was kind of where it was coming from. But what I'm saying is that connection didn't get to me until Kratos finally started giving in, which is, again, like, you guys, that was the peak for you guys to know, like, oh, he's finally like the you see, like, right when he started like about ready to pat the kid, then he doesn't. I start going down there.
My second favorite scene in the game is the wine scene.
Yeah, that's a good scene.
So good.
And you get the subtlest fucking smile from Kratos.
Yeah,
just like, oh yeah, have a little bit of this. Oh God.
When he does the so
yeah.
Good.
No,
one thing I will say though, right after that is when he becomes a dick.
Yeah. Like I say, it was hard for me to get through just because of that, and then I was already still like pretty tapped from Red Dead. I kind of wish I spaced this out like knowingly ahead of time. Yeah. Because it was hard, and like find that balance, and again, very slow start, I think. I don't know if you guys think that.
Compared to where it went, I don't think it's that slow. I think you just think that because you played it like 4 times.
Yeah, probably. At some point, I'm just like, God damn, I need to stop fucking fighting this guy.
I didn't mind the end. I mean, the ending. What the fuck? The beginning at all. But I think the ending is definitely way like the last half. I would say, right when I would say right before you fight Boulder again, the second round, I guess. Which is like maybe 70% of the way through. From there on, it's just like fucking. I mean, you could do side missions and stuff, but it just feels like the story doesn't like let up at all.
Yeah, that's why I take my time.
Now this happens. Now you have to go over here. Oh shit, the bridge is destroyed. You have to go over here and get his eyeball. I'm like, what the fuck? Like, slow down.
And it's pretty quick too, because I feel like a lot of games would have just been like, all right, like specifically the eyeball one. When you were going inside the snake, I was like, oh, they're gonna do something where it's like you're gonna open this chest. Oh, it's not in there. Gotta keep going down. Oh, it's not in there. Do that, but it was like straight up like, hey, here it is. I'm like, oh, cool, fuck it.
And when you get a snake, of course, something bad happens there. Yeah. And then just like that's probably the most God of War moment there, where a giant just shows up out of nowhere and beats a giant snake down, and it's just like that's like God of War 3 shit. Like in the beginning of God of War 3.
I love the world serpent. I was pissed when someone fucking tried to punch it because I'm just.
Dude, that scene where fucking Atreus starts talking in his tongue and the fucking world serpent comes back and just.
I was about to get pissed if they killed it. I was like, you motherfuckers, you better not kill the fucker.
There's no way he's going to die. He's like a god. So
yeah.
I mean, Freya.
Well, he's like Titan level. It's above God even.
I think. Well, they call him. Yeah, I guess so. But I think they call him a god a couple times.
I think you're right.
Because he stalemated with fucking Odin.
Yeah.
Like at that point, I'm like, that's what I'm saying. Because if he stalemated with Odin, there's no reason he should be getting killed right now.
Yeah. And because can I also say that was one thing that was a little frustrating for this game. Like I know that it seems very obvious they want to make this another potential like trilogy or something, but it was so infuriating to have so many fucking like conversations about Odin. Like, oh, Odin's eyes are everywhere, and you got even the side quest to like kill all the little ravens of his, and so many mentions of Odin. It's like
never see him.
Where is he?
Yeah.
Where that motherfucker at?
I feel like that would have been
you lose the symbol that hides you from Odin, and I'm just like, oh, now we're gonna see Odin. I'm okay with that.
I was gonna say is I feel like that would have been a little bit too much overboard. I'm super glad this game had a mission from the very first fucking like 1 minute of the game to the end, and that was the end of the game. It was hey, the ashes to the highest peak. Cool. There was never like I was worried there was gonna be like, all right, once you put it there, then all of a sudden stuff goes bad and we gotta go talk. I was like, no, I was fucking. I was happy that it was like the second the ashes went out there, that was the game. I was like, awesome.
Yep.
That was a mission from the very fucking first couple seconds to the end.
Yeah, because right where you meet Mimir, that's where you think you have to dump the ashes. I was like, okay, now what's gonna happen? Obviously, because
That's what I was. That's what I was kind of worried for because I
Yeah.
feel like that kind of fucks up paces sometimes when you're like so dedicated on a specific thing. Like we have to do this, we have to do this, we have to do this, and then you don't.
Yeah, and Star Wars Jedi kind of had that. Where it does have like a because that's like the only other game I played in the last few months that's similar. It kind of has that in its story. It's just like it has a main objective, and then it kind of changes a lot here and there.
So
It's still a main objective, but it's like oh, now we have to do this and fight with the resistance and make sure they win. And here it's like you still have to go. You have to go here to get this thing, but it's always for their objective, which is get the hell up there and dump the ashes. Yeah. Well,
So
I do like that there is a main objective. You just have to do other things.
no, I love when games do that. It's like, hey,
Yeah.
this is our objective. Get that. That's done.
Yeah.
So before we go on to like watching some videos here, Brock and Sindri.
Oh, Brock and Sindri is great.
Fucking,
Brock
I love.
has-
that so much.
Brock has some of
man.
my favorite quotes.
Dude, yeah, I can't.
You
I'm
just
gonna
call
look up some
Atreus a little
quotes.
scrote, which
I'm gonna look up Brock quotes.
well, he has one. When you don't buy anything at a shop, he just goes, "Ah, what the fuck ever," or whatever.
Yeah.
Like that was, if anything, the only good thing to come out of the weird fucking god angsty fucking boy was the fact that it finally kicked Sindri's ass to be like, oh, maybe I should talk
That's
to my
true.
brother.
That's true.
Because like I really hated that moment of like, we're gods, we don't give a shit about your fucking mortal ideas. And it's just like, oh,
I felt bad.
Oh.
Sindri got his feelings hurt, and then whenever you're talking to him, he's like, "You only come to see me whenever you want
Yeah.
upgrades."
When you get
Yeah.
up, it's just like, oh, I guess I'll help you. I guess.
like I actually thought that was really cool that they incorporated that into the kind of mechanics of like, oh yeah, now he's legitimately fucking rip shit of just like, oh, I'm defeated.
And you know what? And it was a good moment.
Can we also mention that usually when we have a merchant character or even two in a game, they're not incorporated into the story usually. And these two, even though they're not a part of the main story, they still are in there, you know, quite a bit as key characters that just show up and help or show up to make a joke or whatever. And they have their own little arc. They hate each other.
I think
And
it was
they
a
like
good
each
arc
other.
for Kratos too. When at the beginning, Kratos like, "Fuck them, we don't need to deal with them."
Yeah.
But
And
at
then
the end when
Atreus talks shit
Atreus
about
talks
him,
shit, and then Kratos like, "Hey, you shouldn't do that. That was kind of fucked up, man."
I was like,
Yeah, that was like, because that was a great thing. Because like even throughout, you know, there are other characters like fucking dwarves and Chris like, no shit, can we just fucking not deal with these assholes?
But then when Atreus is a dick,
when Boy is like, no, fuck off, we're gods. Chris like, okay, you stepped out of line, kid. I will get the belt.
Yeah.
because Kratos saw himself in there, and he's like, "Man, I really am a dick. Jesus Christ."
Yeah, and you could also tell he just doesn't like being, he doesn't like being a god, obviously.
Yeah.
So whenever Atreus says like, "Yeah, we're gods, baby, we can do whatever we want," he's just like,
This is another thing that's just more so for gore where you didn't play the other ones, Adrian. Man, I was not expecting that fucking Zeus scene in hell. Holy shit. That was fucking crazy. And it's like, because they kept making comments here and because they kept making comments here and there. It's like, oh, you're in hell. You're going to face your worst things. And again, my brain's going, everything that happened to Kratos is in Greece, whatever. It's like, Zeus, what the fuck are you doing here? You're haunting me here. Oh.
And then Mimir's like, Zeus? Oh, shit, this makes sense.
Zeus? Oh, shit, here we go again.
Exactly.
So
on CJ's body.
So
I just like that they did that replay of the God of War 3 scene where you give him the beatdown because that's straight out of. And it was weird seeing God of War 3 Kratos in the new graphics.
Yes.
And with this Kratos voice actor is very strange.
Did they remaster with this guy?
The other Kratos voice actor is very like Ares. This guy's like
the anger perfect.
Is there a reason why they didn't just take that guy and like just tell him
because I think they wanted somebody that would emote a little bit more. Where Kratos is obviously he emotes very well, but he only does one emotion, which is anger.
I'm curious if they actually tried to get that guy and it didn't work out. I would hope they did.
That I don't know. That's a good question. Because the last time he voiced him was only, I guess, 5 years before before this game came out. Was, I guess, Ascension.
Was it really that long?
Yeah, it's 5 years in between. It's been 7 years since Ascension.
Oh,
In between this new one and the last, because Ascension came out in 2013, I think. So
Let me.
and
I'm
he
looking up.
voiced him in that.
I'm looking up an
5 months he had
article.
it.
I'm looking up an article as to why.
I don't know. They probably wanted somebody with a little bit more like acting chops. Where I mean, I'm sure the guy that voiced him. I think the guy that voiced him was also in Final Destination 2, which I know that's weird to know, but I looked him up and I was like, he was in Final Destination 2. I was like, all right.
Oh, interesting. Okay, so let's see. He says the reason. This is the reason why, actually, and it's kind of actually weird. The size difference between Kratos and Terrence is very great, and offsetting that for a size of a child.
Terrence.
It turned out that's the guy. Terrence Carson was the voice actor of Kratos.
Right.
Yeah.
TK Carter, right? Right.
I don't know.
That's his name. I thought that was his name, TK Carter or something like that.
Terrence Carson is his name in here.
Okay.
But he goes, the size difference was great. So the reason
Carson.
why it was Christopher Judge is because they could actually go in and actually shoot them toward appropriate animations.
Right. Okay.
Because apparently it was impossible to do
'Cause they
animations
did
with.
mocap. I know that.
It was impossible to do animations with someone that was like the same size.
Right.
But honestly, it was still a good choice. He did a phenomenal
Christopher
job
Judge
with
is great.
this game. Yeah.
So before we move on really quick again, I want to just pull up a couple of Brock quotes that I can find really, really big. Let's see, the first one. Oh, this one was actually a good one. Brock. What? I'm on a fucking break. I love that one. I'm taking a fucking break.
Yeah, fucking break. And then later on he says, I took a break from my fucking break.
Yeah. Sometimes when you go up to him, he goes, "The fuck you want?"
Fuck you want.
One of my other favorite ones, now that we're talking about this a bit more, is also when you come back and Atreus is like, "Hey, where's your beast of burden?" He's like, "Oh yeah,
I hate him.
I hate her. She's fucking great with fucking sauce." It's like,
and Trey's like, "Oh my god, you hate him?" He's like, "Yeah."
she served you well. He's like, "Yeah, she served me well in my belly. She'll be great as fucking shit later."
Why do I not remember that? I don't think I had that.
That was one of the favors. Did you finish all the favors?
I guess I missed one of them.
No.
I thought I did them all, but
Well,
I guess
I got it when I talked to him. It was one of those like optional dialogue things.
Yeah, I did. I thought I did all the virtual ones. Maybe I just missed it.
Does that.
There's a nice footwork. You got there. What'd you do? Step in shit?
Yeah, some good quotes, man. Brock's good.
Yeah.
Sindri's whole character.
Dude, it was infuriating getting to the very end when he was like could not stop gagging.
Yeah,
you talking
about the eyeball.
Yeah, I just got
the eyeball.
All right, I get.
It's good stuff.
All right, let's watch a trailer here.
Yeah.
Sure.
Let's see. Let's go back here.
Yeah, while you're pulling that up, I will say that was another thing that was like kind of great is when you started to have those moments where it's like there was that very stubborn like, how is that wimpy fuck doing anyways? Or it's like, yeah, is he eating okay? I'm just kind of curious, kind of thing.
We're just gonna watch a story trailer because I do know the E3 reveal is long.
Yeah,
and it's the beginning.
You count the whole concert they did too. It's long.
Yeah, so we're just gonna watch.
It is
the story
interesting
trailer.
watching the E3 one now because it is different.
Right.
Like different things happen in it. So, but good.
Oh, there do I see my mother. Oh, there do I see my father. Oh, there do they call to me. Oh, there do they call to me. Oh, there do they call to me.
That bow is a little big for you, isn't it?
My mother made it for me. Said I'd grow into it.
Find your way home. You are free.
We're taking our ashes to the highest peak in the realms.
Ashes?
It was our last wish.
Where must we go?
To a realm beyond your own.
There's only one person who can get you where you need to go. They call me Mimir, smartest man alive. First, you need to cut off my head.
Wait, what?
That axe you got. You gotta handle her special.
I know you're a god. Not of this realm, but there's no mistaking it. He doesn't know, does he? About your true nature? Or his own?
The longer you wait, the more damage you do. He will resent you, and you may lose him forever.
You're next!
Oh, that was so good.
Consequences to killing a god.
Why? How do you know? How do you know?
Power
Oh, this
Wait,
part,
is that the kid from Midnight?
comes from here.
dude, that part where you just go Spartan Rage when they take him.
Dude, there's like
The
3
self
moments.
control of the one who wields it.
I loved every one of those. Just Spartan Rage right now. I'm like, fuck yeah, I will.
We need your help.
This is no ordinary illness. The boy's true nature, your true nature, fights within him.
So I'm a man now. Like you?
No,
Oh yes, that's fucking
not
scene
men.
going right to the Blades of Chaos. Oh,
we are more than that. The responsibility is far greater.
Can you kill something that big?
Play a first 3 games? I don't know what that is.
that actually reminded me.
420!
That should have been another thing that should have tipped me off that, oh yeah, that should have been, I should have realized that was Loki, was the scene where she's like, get rid of those fucking arrows. You can't use those, because that was actually part of the mythology too, was Loki tricked Freya into be like, oh, by the way, there's going to be something Baldur's weak to, and she kind of tricks her through conversation, revealing exactly what the weakness is, and it's like, huh. That was another moment where, honestly, I really should have just kind of connected. It's like, oh shit, that's Loki, because that's how Loki exactly figured out how to fucking kill Baldur.
See, I thought that was
Oh.
super
Like, he
clever.
doesn't try to trick anybody. Though,
No, but it's no. To be fair, he doesn't. It's just like, no, get rid of that. You can't have that. It's like
That was
oh,
super
that connects
clever, I thought.
perfectly later on what happens.
And
but
also, that's the cool thing about this is because Kratos himself is added into Norse mythology where he doesn't belong, so it changes a lot of the stuff that's actually
Yes.
happening. That's it. They even say that where like Odin wasn't predicting you. It's like
exactly.
so like Loki could be a completely different character now, where it could have been somebody different. You know, it could have been the Loki.
And it was
you
weird
know.
seeing Fenrir as a dragon. I was not expecting that. That was kind of weird.
Oh yeah, that was cool. Because
Um,
you finally find him and he's a dragon, right? He
Yeah,
got turned- he's the
'cause-
one that got turned, right?
Exactly, because he was always traditionally like a wolf icon. So I was like, huh,
Okay.
all right, that's weird.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, and it'll also be kind of interesting to see like what they do with Odin, because that's another thing too about Norse mythology is like Odin is always iconically pictured on Sleipnir, which is a 6-legged horse, but that's one of the sons of Loki. Because that's the other thing too that's kind of weird is the World Serpent is a son of Loki, Fenrir is a son of Loki, and Sleipnir is a son of Loki.
Oh, they said
So-
when who fights at the end? When it was
Boulder.
Odin, no, Odin and the World Serpent, that the roots of the tree, like,
Oh, the roots of the tree,
Yeah.
like time travel and shit. Like
Yeah,
so they're
and that's-
planning it somehow like that.
Yeah, so it was just kind of
I
interesting.
think it was
that
Odin and Thor, right? Was it the World Serpent? Maybe it was.
It might have been Odin and Thor.
Well, when Thor battles the World Serpent for Ragnarok is when,
There you go.
yeah. But the World Serpent always kind of keeps going back in time, and but no, that was just in general kind of interesting. Where it's like, all right, well, we got Fenrir, who's the son of Loki. We got the World Serpent, and we have Sleipnir. Well, we didn't get introduced to Sleipnir. It's the only one they get introduced to. But I'm kind of curious if they will kind of keep with that. And if they will integrate that as like some kind of weird time travel shit, in which case it'll make me curious of how accurate Kratos' death will be in that tapestry we saw of like maybe if we do get a God of War 2 and that's like how that one ends is boy kills fucking Kratos, but because of the time travel that gets set up because of the events of Ragnarok, maybe Kratos still comes back anyways.
Was it the boy killing Kratos or was it just
No,
Kratos
but
dead?
Kratos. I mean, Atreus is holding him. It looked like.
So I don't think the boy's killing Kratos.
I took it as he killed Kratos, but
Oh.
because that's why I took it as him being that level of somber, because there was like a pile of blood going up to that.
And they keep doing the whole like you kill. How can a son?
Yeah, but that felt almost so heavy-handed that I'm like.
Whole side mission based on that too.
Yeah, I felt that was so heavy-handed that I'm like, I'm hoping they don't do that because they were just like.
It didn't look like he was killing him, but I could see that happening. Like he has to kill him for some reason.
Predictions for God of War 2, which will happen and probably the next year. I think in the next year or two. I think there's a possibility it could be your next year.
Here's my first prediction. During that PlayStation 5 reveal, they're gonna announce God of War 2.
Oh my! I would.
Well, there was.
It's not gonna come. It's gonna be like The Last of Us 2 teaser though. It's gonna be like just a quick thing. Like
because there was a rumor, which is 100% not true, like 0%. It was like, oh, PS5 is gonna have Horizon Zero Dawn 2, God of War 2, and Spider-Man all at launch. I'm like, no, there's zero, negative 90,000%.
Imagine if it did.
I would hate that because I know like PS5 doesn't have anything for the next year then, because like what do you get? You're throw your 3 biggest hitters right out the gate.
Well, it also has Godfall. That's a launch title too. They confirmed that's a launch title.
I know, but
that game does look fun.
It does look good from the leaked gameplay. We should have talked about that actually, because everybody's talking about it.
I heard people thought it was boring. That's why I didn't bother with it.
I didn't think it looked amazing, but it looked fun. It didn't look like a next gen game to me. It just looked like a really good looking
but I mean it's early first.
It fun
the next gen. I expect that of like launch titles for next gen consoles.
So
it's
before we get into like story predictions, do you guys think this game's coming out next year? God of War 2?
No, I think 2022. Early.
2022?
Yeah. God of War 2?
Yeah.
I don't think it's coming out next year.
Also, wait, can I rewind?
I think it'll be early 2022. I think they'll announce it next month. Last of Us 2 got announced 4 years before it even came out. So,
I could.
But they were
working
working on Uncharted 4 still.
Huh?
They were working on Uncharted 4 still, though.
So?
It was all hands on deck for Uncharted 4, and then they're like, all right, now we're transitioning to Last of Us 2. Whereas God of War, they've been working on this for at least a year now.
2 years from now.
But I don't see them using
They just got done with God of War 1.
You don't? Okay, then if you don't see them
it took them 5 years to make God of War 1.
Yeah, I don't see them using.
Well, that's because it's a whole different thing. They got to nail everything about this being brand new.
Sure, but I'm sure the next one's not going to be some half-ass thing. You know, it's going to be a thing. So I think for maybe the end, like end of next year, but I see early 2022. Like just like this, probably like March or April.
I'd be shocked if it missed 2021.
I could see this being like a November title, 2021.
Watch, it's a launch title.
That's Horizon Zero Dawn is going to be a launch title, but I don't want to get into like all that discussion.
Horizon Zero Dawn, I don't give a shit.
Oh, sorry for my games gone by.
That might be.
That was almost going to be my games gone by, actually.
That would suck because I know that game will be a game I want to get into and complete as much as I can. And I heard that game's like over 100 hours long.
Yeah, that's why I didn't want to pick that for this one. I was going to wait.
I don't want to play more PS4 shit. Please, my controller sucks. It has like 3-hour battery life every time I charge it now. Because it's old, and I don't play PS4 enough to even give a shit about buying a new one.
Yeah.
Like, please no.
Daddy, no.
Daddy, no. That was one problem I had with God of War. I would have to take like a couple hour breaks just to let my controller charge because I didn't have a long enough cable.
I have the PSVR holder, the one that like charges that has the charger dock on it. Oh, yeah. I have 4 controllers, so I was like, all right, pull one on charge and hold that one there.
One.
So before
I got 3 controllers.
And again, I hate to get.
I have 5 Xbox One controllers.
I have 5 PS5 controllers or PS4 controllers.
Because I got 1 free. I got 2 free from Xbox One S or whatever, and then Xbox One X. And the Xbox One S also came with an extra one because I got a deal. So that's 3 right there. I had my original one. I have the Xbox. Oh, I'm sorry, 6 because I got the Xbox OG Duke controller too, technically.
So we're really back.
Wait, time out. 7 because I got a wired Kylo Ren Star Wars controller.
All right, let's reel it back. Let's reel it back to God of War.
Yeah.
So before we get into predictions for the next game, I do want to point out the cinematography, the camera.
Yeah, it's
So-
all one shot.
That was awesome.
Yeah,
Super,
so
super
I
awesome.
I wanted to mention that it's all one shot, which I mean is not as impressive as a movie, of course. Don't I mean it's a video.
No,
game.
yeah,
You-
obviously,
you
but
have a
No,
good
but
enough
the camera
engine, you
work
can
is
do that.
fantastic.
it's
absolutely
very
gorgeous.
apparent, especially when you go to a different game. Just like, oh man, that was really well done. How they just keep it going.
Yes.
Yeah, it's very, very, very well done, and I like that every cutscene doesn't cut away like a hard cut. It's just like the camera moves away if it has to, and then it goes back.
Yeah,
It's great. It's
I
seamless. too.
almost
It's-
went the whole game without seeing a character glitch where it's like obviously if a trace is behind you, it needs to be like around there.
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
went.
like well, I had a lot of times where Atreus was like all the way over there because I'm running, and then I jump on a thing, and I just see his ass go zoop, and then jump onto my back.
I only had that. I only had that. Well, I had the visual, zoop part.
Right.
But everything else it was not. So it was pretty well done. But
Yeah.
I thought
I
he was.
had one glitch though that I want to talk about, but anyway, go ahead.
Go for it then.
No, it's during the was it Modi and Magni, right? Magni and Modi.
Yeah, awesome fight by
That
the way.
boss fight. Huh?
Awesome fight.
Yeah, Troy Baker and Nolan North voiced them. By the way.
Really?
Oh no shit.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Nolan North
I
voices
shouldn't be
Modi.
surprised. They're in fucking everything. But
You couldn't tell too. Actually, when I was listening, I was like, I couldn't tell it was them, and then I looked in the fucking IMDb. I was like, it was Troy Baker and Nolan North. I had no idea. They do. I mean,
For
hey,
them.
good voice actors. I don't know if you know that, but pretty good. And Troy Baker's in like every great.
Troy
game
Baker,
ever.
originally Kratos.
Yeah, that's true. Actually, he was in God of War Ascension, so as some shitty character. I don't know.
Anyway,
But,
glitch.
I had a glitch. You know, that's the one where you have to like you're shielded up with a
They're behind you, like holding it around.
Atreus and stuff, and you have to like figure out where they're going.
Ah.
Well, my glitch when it goes into the whole black area with the fog and stuff, and you have to like block them. For some reason, I wasn't in the guard pose at all, so I was just walking around. I was like, what the fuck is going on? And I would see Modi and Magni just like standing there, and then they would just like disappear and glitch out. I'm like, what the fuck is going on? I walk around and they start attacking me, but they're not doing anything. Like every time they attack me, Kratos would immediately just block them. I'm like, what the fuck is going on? And I move around for like a good maybe 2 minutes of just like wondering what the hell's going on. And then I guess I get to a point where the game decides to not glitch anymore and it goes into the pose. I'm like, oh. Like, what? I was like, what the fuck? And then the rest of the boss fight was perfectly fine where I have to every time they do the hammer with the shield and blocks everything and stuff.
I like
it was
the
just so
idea.
fast.
I like the idea
Oh,
of you doing that. You're like, man, this game
Well,
got
the
really
first
abstract
time,
all of a
too.
sudden.
Yeah, because it was weird because it was just like it said like moves the camera and block their attack. I'm like, yeah, I know, I played the game before. I know we moved the camera.
I love in games when you come across a really early tutorial, but like 30, 40 hours into the game,
Yeah,
you just happen to miss it. Usually, like in Zelda games, it'll happen where if like you miss like a small little dungeon on the side, you come back and here's how to shoot your arrow. I'm like,
That's how you walk. I'm like, oh, thanks.
yeah.
I'm getting through this game just using the camera.
So okay, before we wrap this up, let's talk. What do you think is happening if there's a next game, and then if there's a trilogy out of this?
Oh,
Second
no
one
doubt
will
we're
be
getting a
Thor, and
trilogy.
Second one will be Thor. It'll introduce Odin, and then the third one you'll fight Odin.
Do you think Kratos dies second game?
No,
Yes.
I think he dies third game, halfway through.
I think he dies halfway through second game. Actually, no. I think he dies at the end of second game.
And then
Third game will be mostly about Boy, and then halfway through we'll get Kratos.
because he thinks the time travel thing will happen.
Yeah. Because I think what will happen is we will go through the story of Ragnarok, and it'll be at a point where it won't be complete Ragnarok, and a time cycle will partially happen. I think Boy will find some way to kind of manipulate the World Serpent, and we'll go ahead and be able to get Kratos back. And it'll be kind of like in the same moment of this game of the blades.
Where the blades. I think that's the revelation of the game 3 is that you get Kratos back, and you're like, oh shit.
Yeah.
Oh shit! And he's giant. For some
Giant
reason.
Kratos.
Giant.
Because I
Kratos.
think that's what it feels like it's building to. It depends, because it feels like it wants to kind of build Atreus as a character we could potentially have as like the next generation God of War or protagonist, but it doesn't feel like it is ready to hand
You
those
all right,
reins
Gore?
over entirely.
I just thought of the fucking dumbest thing they could possibly do.
Go for it.
They go Sonic Generations and they get old Kratos and new Kratos together. And they have to go fight.
God of War Generations.
No, there's no.
New Kratos is trying to calm down
Ares.
old Kratos.
Just, there's so embarrassing. Then don't mind him. Ares! No.
Oh God, you're wiping your ashes all over. Oh God damn it.
Oh Jesus, I can't wash this off.
Yeah. Fucking shout outs to like to Gore's Fast 9 teaser.
Yeah.
Where he made himself laugh for half the video.
I was thinking the best premise for fucking Fast and Furious movie. Everybody thinks they should go to outer space. I say
Which they should, by the way. But then after that, you ante up.
I think mine should be the 10th movie, and they have to go save little Vin Diesel's son from Satan, and they just drive into hell.
Oh, so you're gonna be like, no. It should be like BioShock. They go underwater. They go scuba racing.
No, Gore's like he drives off a cliff, goes into the ground like as if it's like some sort of like secret portal, and then starts bobbing and weaving through like catacombs and
yeah, big chasms, fucking bubbling lava, and the souls of dead people trying to grab Vin Diesel. He's just like punching them.
Fucking Fast and Furious.
And I said I would love if that happens, and someone would sit down and watch the first movie. And then say, you know what? Let's just watch the last movie and Tim in hell.
You know what? If a world that ever happened in, I swear I will find someone that has never seen the series and I will make them do that.
We're gonna have a double feature. We're gonna have the first movie. Now watch where they're currently at.
To be fair, right now having someone do that's hilarious.
There.
They went from stealing VCRs. No, VCRs.
Yeah,
they stole
DVD
players. And then now they're just pushing missiles out of the way.
They're punching boulders like Chris Redfield. What the fuck?
But anyway, okay, we're bringing it back. We're trying to bleed off of here.
Yeah, that's fine.
So yeah, no, I kind of stand with David. I think that the Kratos coming back in the last game and God of War 3 is going to be kind of like the big cool reveal.
Yeah, I can see.
Sure. I also think if they're going to make it very emotional in the second game, it would kind of destroy it if he just came back in the third game, wouldn't it?
No,
it'd be like Batman v Superman.
They laid the groundwork for.
What if they like? It's a temporary thing where he's going to be here and he's going to leave again at the end of the game.
And then he says, "I love you, son. Now I must go to the angels or whatever." He's gone to hell.
Yeah,
I can see that if they go through with the idea of setting up Atreus as like the next generation's God of War character. Like, maybe not
Son of War.
Keep the series as God of War, but spin it off to something else.
But
shout out Sigma.
I'm lagging in my brain. But what happens with Freya? Because Freya at the end of this game, Boulder gets killed, even though she doesn't want that because that's her son. But Kratos has to, which that's amazing scene, by the way, where he's just like the cycle ends and he just fucking breaks his neck finally. Which I don't know why that time it kills him. I get that he doesn't feel pain before, but when you first break his neck,
he was invulnerable until he got hit with the mistletoe.
Well, I get that, but he didn't feel pain, but he'd still bleed and still get hurt and stuff.
Well, he was immortal before. Now, because of the mistletoe, that's like the one thing that erodes his immortality.
Okay, I didn't know if he was if that just made him feel. They didn't really explain that. Like,
he was
vulnerable, but I thought he just wanted to feel again.
Yeah,
he was obviously still
I got
immortal,
a feeling.
He still had some immortal in him because you cut him like 5 times in the chest.
He's still a fucking god.
That's what I'm saying. But you broke his neck the first time, and you threw his ass off a cliff. But then he shows up later, and then the next time you break his neck, he's dead.
Yeah, because before he was immortal and entirely invulnerable. Like, he just didn't have feelings. And that's why, like, I don't know if you guys sat through that whole scene in hell where Boulder's washing that past with his mother. But, like, that whole build-up in that scene and then going towards the end where he's just like, I can finally fucking feel again. I'm going to fucking kill you and it's going to be great because I'm going to feel the rush of the emotion of it, just because
it's like my son.
You know what? And I was trying.
Just like fuck.
I was trying to say it earlier that I think the Misto was actually a pretty cool little play. I like the way that whole played out, where it's like she threw it away, but I didn't really pay mind to it. I was like, that was weird, but it kind of left my head after that. And then I like how that little like the thing that he was like trying to help his kid with that came back to him.
Yeah. Okay.
No, go for it.
No, I was just gonna say, and that's honestly the story of God of War to me. Like, if I'm just gonna give a quick recap of like my feelings of the game as a whole, this game did a really good job of setting up not only just like set piece moments, like when he went to go retrieve the blades, or those kind of moments where he just kind of had to reflect on his past, or have those kind of teaching moments with his son, but it was also great at foreshadowing. Foreshadowing is a technique that is so easy. It's like good cinematography. It's so taken advantage of that you just kind of expect it. But at the same time, when it's done really, really well, you don't notice it. And it's kind of a shame because, goddamn, it really makes a difference. Kind of like great music. Music, when it's done right, and audio balancing, when it's done right, you don't really pay attention for it. But when it's done wrong, you always notice it. And this game also did a really great job of not only blending the scenes, but blending the music and the tone, and just the direction all around for this game was fucking top notch. And it's definitely a game where maybe you can give more perspective. I actually would not recommend playing this game without at least playing the first God of War. Just if only for maybe, or at least even God of War.
I think the third one.
Yeah,
the third one definitely. I think that's. I have a feeling that's why they remastered God of War 3.
I can definitely see
and
that.
not the first two, when they could easily just added them as digital codes or something, but they didn't.
Well, they didn't remaster 1. 2 didn't get a remaster.
Well,
Didn't need it, baby.
I mean on PS4.
Yeah,
PS4
got a God of War 1 remaster.
When?
A while ago.
It was never physical. If it was like a digital thing, then I guess.
It was physical.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. I don't think so. Pretty sure there was on PS3. There definitely was on PS3, but not on PS4. I don't think.
No, there wasn't. PS4 does not have God of War 1 or 2.
Yeah, it doesn't.
It had
God of War 3 is remastered.
Yeah,
they remastered that, and I have a feeling that's why, because that game, especially towards the end when like the reveal is just like, yeah, I killed my father.
I'm looking. Oh wait, no, you're right. All right, fair enough. Yeah, no, I
forget the point. Yeah,
that's what it was.
It was on PS3. They even did a remaster of. That's one thing I should mention. They did a remaster of the PSP games too on PS3. Yeah. So if you did want to play that for some reason,
I'm sure they're on Vita, right?
I don't know.
I'd
Maybe
be surprised
digital.
if
they might be, because PSP games would be on Vita.
Yeah, PS Classics.
That's like
PSP Classics.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what I will say is, I think maybe our prediction is, you kill Thor, Freya kills you.
You know what? I'm gonna say you don't kill Thor.
I would say you kill Thor. I think Freya kills you, or kills Kratos.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too. Because that's why I wanted to bring up Freya. I think Freya does. If he's gonna die, I think Freya's going to do it. She'll feel bad about it. I think she'll kind of be over it at one point in the trilogy.
But then Atreus goes fucking shit. Like, he's like nuts by the end of that.
And we saw in this game, he does go Spartan Rage for like a half a second, and his body can't handle it, so he passes out. That's when
Baby Yoda.
Modi. Yeah. Yeah, he's using the force. But he shrivels up. Fetal position.
Because I still think it's going to be Atreus that kills Kratos. What I think is going to happen is
I think it's going to be Master Chief.
You're right. Master Chief will just come out
in Smash next year.
And Smash, and Kratos and Smash.
I would love Kratos in Smash.
Imagine Tsunami Tom is in Smash.
I have a strict rule of not wanting anything outside of games Smash, but I will let Tom be in there.
Oh, you'll let Tom?
If he has a costume for every Tom in there.
Sakurai over here.
But no, I think it'll be Atreus, because I think what will happen is he'll get forced into a circumstance where it's going to put those kind of sensitivities that he's had throughout this game and potentially into 2, and it's just going to force him to have this moment where it's like, maybe it's like a greater good thing where it's going to fucking kill him. Or it'll be, honestly, a reflection of what happened to Kratos. He could end up in a situation where the cycle repeats, because they bothered to make that line of the cycle on Tyr, kill Baldur.
Well, they also make a point saying that Atreus, like, you would let me kill you if or you would let me kill you, and Kratos like, yeah, if it means you'll live.
Exactly.
So I can see it going. There's so many ways they can go with this.
Go there because that's a little too obvious, right? Like
that's
the
what I
whole game
think.
is just building that up. Like I kill my father. There's a
but that's the thing is like the whole game. But that's kind of goes into what I was saying earlier of like if you know mythology, you kind of know where the game's going. But even I was like, damn, that's a lot like Loki. I'm just gonna whatever. And I think that's how God of War 2 will play out. Is there'll be a lot of things where it's like, oh man, God of War kind of set that up. Whatever.
I think the whole next game will be that prophecy, them thinking it's gonna or just Kratos thinking it's gonna happen. The whole thing on the wall, him knowing that he's gonna die, and I don't think it's gonna happen. It's gonna be like something where like because Kratos is just like such a badass son of a bitch. He just like destroys any prophecy that happens. Something's gonna happen where he doesn't die in that one. I think he'll probably die in the third game. And I think maybe even halfway they'll do like some like Last of Us shit where Joel didn't die, but there's a part where what's her name? He plays her.
No, I got it. They'll do some Buffy the Vampire bullshit, and it'll be like, he was technically dead for like a minute, and then he came back to life because he got air back in his lungs, but he was clinically dead for a minute.
Well, there you go. That counts. He was clinically dead. This god, they got the paddles. Clear. All right, guys, fine. All right, thanks, God.
All right,
God, doctor.
So, yeah, stay tuned because I think we will. I think I might go into all that stuff, and we'll talk about that on Blue Rupees of what my experience is with God of War 1 through 3. I might put a.
Yeah, I'm really curious to see you going back to the other games. Just because. It's going to be really weird to be like, oh, man, this really enriching story, Kratos, this very deep, complex character. Oh, here's Angry Man fucking shit up.
See, and I will say, I think, and I'm almost kind of with David where I don't think I got as much out of the game as other people did, just because I think that context was needed there. I think that transition was needed to be seen. Otherwise, it stands alone as if this was like no such thing as God of War prior. This is just God of War, and that's it. I think compared to the other games like Last of Us, like Walking Dead, where it's like that parental thing, I just think that connection was it was unique. It was very unique, and I like that it was a strained thing that had to work both ends so hard to get together, and it didn't meet there. I just think that the likability was such a jarring thing to me, but you guys had a bouncing off point that you guys see. Kratos is immediately likable from the get-go compared to what he used to. Because you're like, God damn, he was such a shit person right away. Immediately, I liked this guy a lot more. But like for me, I was like, this guy's still kind of an asshole. But I'm sure when I play God of War 1, 2, and 3, I'm like, never mind. That guy's a fucking amazing fellow. This guy's an asshole.
I really do think it's better to play this one first, though, because the whole mystery behind his character is interesting if you've never played the first 3, I think, because they just like give you little hints of what happened. Just like little things, and I think if you play the first,
it's like Red Dead and Red Dead 2. It's like this is Red Dead. I'm going back for the sequel.
So kind of with with that.
No. I'm not saying. I'm saying I think at the end when I play all these, it's going to be a lot more fulfilling, and I'm going to bump this game up a lot more. But I think just playing this just alone in its own isolation, I think there's a reason why maybe it didn't. And I'm not saying and. I still fucking love the game. I think it was an incredible game, and I think it's definitely, if I look back at my 2018 games, top 5 for 100%.
It's probably my second favorite game.
It might be my 2. I can't think of what my 2018.
I think
games
it
were.
Would be my favorite of 2018.
You haven't played
Red Dead. I think that once I get into that, it'll be more. But I think just standing on my own, I think there's a reason why I'm so disconnected from everyone else, not having that history. When I go back, I think I'm gonna appreciate that game a lot more. I think going back, I want to watch the reactions, people freaking out over the blades and stuff like that. I think I'm gonna appreciate this game a lot more.
Sure, but I also think it would be more interesting. Like,
I think it's actually no, it wouldn't be my 2018. Octopath Traveler came out in 2018. Never mind.
What a fucking weeb.
I just think like going back now, I think you'll find it. I think you'll find it really interesting to see how that character does not grow even a little bit.
I agree.
Actually, that's not true. He does grow. He becomes kind of a dick.
Towards the end of 2, he kind of realizes that maybe everyone isn't entirely my enemy, but there's still that layer of like, it's like in God of War 3, he has like that second thought of, maybe this is a bit, nah, fuck it. And then like, because it's like the most evolution he gets is like, he's like, oh, maybe this isn't entirely what, nah, fuck it.
No, I agree. I agree. I think I will have this whole revelation there. I just think, from my standpoint right now, not playing those games yet, it's a very different standpoint than I think a lot of people, just because they have experienced those games.
Yeah.
Not, and again, and that's me being as critical as humanly possible. I fucking love the game. Gorgeous looking game, looked incredible, awesome time. I loved it.
Because like I actually kind of wish I could have like been a fly in the wall for like when going back to like that scene with Zeus in hell, just from your perspective, like, oh, I guess he's the son of Zeus. As I gotta imagine what your reaction was.
Yeah, I was like, oh, I didn't know that, and then I didn't know he killed Zeus and did all that.
Oh fuck, Daddy's back.
I assumed that he killed Zeus just because the way that whole thing was, like where Atreus like, I can't believe anyone killed their father.
Yeah,
I'm like,
Atreus like.
Yeah, do the face.
Like,
yeah, no, like there's a lot of things I can easily presume that's gonna happen, but I'm really, 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 really excited to go back and rewatch the Athena scene, because I felt like I was missing so much there. I felt like this is like
I felt so much weight by the end of God.
Yeah.
I felt like I was like
War 3, definitely.
I felt like that was a scene where I'm like. There, when there's some things where you play games or watch shows, like this is actually what happened to me in The Walking Dead, where spoilers for The Walking Dead, like what the fuck cares? Season 2 of The Walking Dead, when they zoomed out and you see the prison back there?
Mm.
That's when I was like, I clicked him. I was like, I'm missing something here that's like so fucking big right now. I know it, but I really want to go back and experience that. I feel like this scene I'm gonna want to go back to, and I'm like, all right, now that all makes sense.
Yeah.
I can't relate to Walking Dead, but like I recently showed a buddy of mine Twin Peaks, because I mentioned it before. I'm excited
to watch that one day.
New series for that one, but I recently rewatched that and I showed it to a buddy of mine while I was doing it. And that was one of those things where it's like going through season 1 of that and knowing what happens with the rest of the series. Like, oh man, there's so many cool scenes in here. It's like there's just the tiniest little fucking details that happen in season 1 that they call back to at the end of season 2, and it's like, oh, you're experiencing this. Do you connect the dots yet? Do you connect the dots? Oh, I can't wait to connect the dots. And then season 2 hits. I was like, beautiful.
I'm excited. I might bump God of War 1 up on my list, because I was really actually hoping to do Devil May Cry, but I'm gonna need to space those games out. I got God of War 1 through 3, and now Devil May Cry 1 through 5.
I will say, at least for that, those will be great games that it's like, oh, I'm in the mood for God of War or Devil May Cry. They'll at least be great transition games because they're the same speed.
I might just be using God of those games, hack and slashes. I guess that's the whole thing, right?
Yeah.
I might have a hack and slash going at any point in my gaming stuff this year. All right, what are you playing? I'm playing Control, and then my hack and slash of the week is Devil May Cry.
The only thing that'll be weird is like Devil May Cry, to a lesser extent 1, but especially 2, and then the God of Wars are all about being hyper aggressive. Yeah. The weird one will be when you get to Devil May Cry 3, because that game hyper relies on evasion. That game is very much you can be aggressive, but you really need to wait for your moment. It is most part.
Do you think the style switching has anything to do would change it up?
I think the style changing will actually kind of break the game a little bit, because that was the kind of really interesting thing about 3, was because you were stuck in the style between missions. I pretty much always played Trickster in that one because that game did have
Loki.
Loki.
Yeah, Trickster Loki.
You play Loki the entire time?
But no, that game did
Tom
have
Hiddleston.
So I always played Trickster with it. But the other styles, it's like with the style switching, I can actually see that breaking out a little bit, just because then you'll be able to take full advantage of the Trickster's evasion abilities, and then immediately switching into the more aggressive styles when you do have those moments. So I could see it being a little bit broken, but I still think that by the nature of what Devil May Cry 3 is, especially where it follows the special edition version, you'll still have plenty of challenge out of it. It's just definitely, when you hit it, expect it to be a lot more defensive focused.
I'm just kind of excited because I got God of War 1 and 2 on Vita. and Devil May Cry 1 through 3 on Switch. So I'm like, oh, those are kind of my on the go. Like, all right,
Yeah.
cool. I can just kind of take those whenever. And then God of War 3 is when I have to sit down on the PS4 and like, all right, now it's time.
Yeah.
All right, that was our God of War games gone by. That was a good chunky episode. Thank you, Gore
Yeah.
the Movie God.
And great
Yeah,
discussion.
what?
This great fucking game. Seriously, Gore, thank you for recommending this game. I've been meaning to check this game out. It was a great excuse to play through it. And yeah, fucking phenomenal game. Would highly recommend anyone play it. More so if you've played the other God of Wars. Yeah, no. Phenomenal
I'll get
game.
back. I'll get back to you, and maybe we'll see how my experience does versus you guys' to see if it's more interesting.
We'll do
talk
Games
about that.
Gone By, where we'll go ahead and revisit Games Gone By episodes.
Yeah, there you go. We'll talk about. We'll remake them.
Remaster 'em.
And this time, Adrian will get it right and say, "Yo, that was sick. I remember that scene in God of War 2, though. That connected to this scene, God of War 1, 4."
And then just a reminder again. So let's go through it one more time. February 12th is What Remains of Edith Finch. February 26th is Barclay Shop at Jam Gaiden.
Yep.
March 11th, Games Gone By to be announced. And then March 25th will be Watch Dogs 2.
Yep. Also, real quick,
April will be Red Dead Redemption 2.
You say that, you're going to be so thankful when you play that game because you're going to love it.
No, because not April. Final Fantasy 7 is that month. Please.
It's not gonna be April.
Okay.
You just gotta like gargle out Final Fantasy 7 because it's like it's an old game, just play something.
No, it's not an old game. It is an old game story wise, but everything else. No, fuck you. Don't do that to April, please.
Don't do that.
But like I
April.
actually walked into my work when I heard that it got pushed back, and I looked my boss square in the face and I outright told him, I don't give a fuck how busy we are in April. I am taking days off in April. He's like, oh, okay. It must be something important you never asked.
Yeah, my family member's gonna die that day.
No, I didn't answer him. He's just like, oh, it must be something important if you're asking for time off, because you never really adamantly ask for time off. I'm always like, I really wanted to do that thing, but I guess kind of.
Did you not have the day off originally for the original release date?
I was going to ask him, but when I kept putting it off because I'm like,
oh, why they put up the game?
Well, no, we were in a slow
We get
period.
delayed again,
No, we were in a slow period, so I was basically like, I need to find things to do. Well, let me volunteer for a bunch of projects. And so I wasn't expecting anything. And then we just immediately hit a fast period again, because that's the joy of what my day job is you have slow periods and fast periods, and they can't really predict. And then when we hit this fast period again, I just went into my boss's office like, I don't give a fuck what's going on. I'm not going to be here for like 3 days in April. And he's like, oh, it must be really important if you're demanding time off. You never demand time off. I'm like,
You're fired.
yeah. No, my boss and I have a great relationship. He leaves me the fuck alone. He's like, I trust you. You're competent. Just, you'll only hear from me if there's something that you need to know. It's like, yeah, leave me the fuck alone.
Okay,
I do my own thing.
So I went back and watched the beginning of last week's episode where David's taking a button off, and then he gets one button down. He's like, never mind, I got coworkers to watch this. Do you need to have a full fucking buttoned up shirt to ever see your fucking coworkers? God forbid you take one button off like a normal person.
This is proper professional.
You'll see the sacrificial scar where he ripped out his own heart for his company.
No, because technically I actually wasn't in proper full attire, because I also am supposed to wear an undershirt, but even in winter I get really fucking hot, so I don't.
Well, I told my boss, no, fuck you, man. He's like, all right, man, you do a lot here.
Here's a promotion.
But,
all right, that's Games Gone By. Thank you for watching.
Yeah, Games Gone. Oh, real quick before we do that,
Goodbye.
Real quick, did you still? We didn't get a confirmation on this. Do you guys still? What do you guys think of my idea of you guys doing something? I hate you so much. I hate you so much. What did you guys think?
Red Dead, baby.
No, please don't do that to April.
You'll have a good time, man. Final Fantasy 7 and Red Dead.
Have a good time. I don't want anything to interfere with Final Fantasy.
You'll beat it in like 3 days.
You mean you don't want anything to interfere with Red Dead Redemption 2, right?
Oh, fuck you. I'm trying to get to this point so we can finish the goddamn episode.
Okay, go ahead. Fucking no one's interrupting you.
What did you guys think of my idea of, instead of the normal kind of back and forth, you guys talking of Edith Finch first and then going into perspective of someone that was like, no, I don't want to do this?
I mean, I figured that was gonna be the episode, right?
Well, we never
Yeah.
because I think that would actually be kind of neat of that perspective of two people that are like, yeah, no, I've been meaning to play that. I'm looking forward to it. And then going into grumpy Gus of, no, I don't want to do this. I fucking hate it. And trust me, I got too much fucking to say about the goddamn game.
I'm lost on what you're asking me. I think isn't that what we did in every episode? We just like let everyone say what they liked.
Yeah, but I mean, like, I'm thinking of more like you two actually going through your full perspectives and then mine. As opposed to like the back and forth, like in this episode, we went back and forth.
Before the gag is you liked it.
Yeah, you know, maybe because I feel like Gore and I have a good discussion on those kind of games, and you'll open up your shitty heart. Oh, spoiler alert! I liked it.
Well, spoiler alert!
Okay,
I played it a while back.
Spoiler alert! My fucking beginning of that game.
No. Save it.
I haven't played it yet.
Yeah, don't say anything. I talked over that. Don't even say anything.
I'm the one who wanted to fucking play at the beginning. Where you're gonna spoil it for the?
No, I think he's spoiling his view.
All right, what are you gonna spoil?
No. Save it.
He's not gonna spoil the game.
Save it. We're saving all talk for the podcast. Goodbye.
Wait, hold on. Don't end it yet.
We're already over.
Red Dead, baby.
No.